How's everybody doing? Another episode of the late night boxing talks. Think I'm coming down with a cold. Real talk, what it do? Think I'm coming down with a cold. Kids coming home bringing me germs, getting me sick. Yeah, I mean, what it do, Smokey? What it do, Jay Flint? Yeah, yo. What it do, Jack, Luis? We out here. Word around the campfire is that Jermel Charlo has gotten himself in trouble. He got arrested for assaulting his cousin, I think they said it was. But there seems to be some damning audio about him actually bragging about striking his girlfriend, which doesn't surprise me. That's the running theme over there. Everybody trying to be like Floyd, right? Floyd, for whatever reason, he like punching broads. Javante like punching broads. Maul like knocking waitresses over. And apparently Mel, there's audio of Mel talking about his girl was acting tough, so he put hands on her. I don't really know what to say except that I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Like, I looked on social media very briefly to see what the reactions were and what people were saying. And naturally, you always got that small cluster of guys that try to deflect from the issue at hand by flying false flags like, oh, you only saying that because like, nah, fam. Like, what the fuck do you think that shit is? A get out of jail free card? That all manner of debauchery is justified so long as you fly some false flags? You know. And it's not a lot to say about it except it's just some real piece of shit type of shit. But it's a lot of pieces of shit over there that do a lot of piece of shit. I say it all the time that when you think about Javante's run-ins with the law and what they all seem to center around, it's always him putting hands on a broad. It don't never be for nothing gully, nothing respectable. It's always, oh, he did something to a broad. You think about Jamal about 3 years ago, he got in trouble for skipping out on a bill and knocking down a waitress in some kind of a restaurant. That was in 2020, I believe it was. And now his brother, Mel, oh, well, he over here bragging about hitting chicks. So it's just like, what are you supposed to say? You know what I mean? The most I can say is I'm not surprised. Like, I'm not surprised. What else are you supposed to say? Questions around the future of Jermel Charlo. I did not anticipate that he would return to the ring anytime soon anyway. I didn't anticipate. I felt that he might take upwards of a year off to spend some of the money that he made in the Canelo fight, and that should he return, he'll return at middleweight, not junior middleweight. Everybody talking about Spence versus Crawford. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't, because I don't think he's coming back to 154. I think if and when he comes back, it'll be at 160, and he'll probably fight Carlos Adames for a vacant WBC title. I've said that more than once. And I feel like that's just many months from now. That's not going to happen no time soon. No smoke, what it do, what it do. You already know. And yeah. Like, I want to say more, but there's not a lot to say about that. That, oh, this dude is really sitting here bragging about hitting his broad. Yeah, because he's a piece of shit. What the fuck do you expect? What do you expect? I don't expect better. I hear that shit, I'm like, you know what I mean? What are you supposed to say? So that's pretty irreprehensible. That if you already didn't like this guy, he's giving you that much more reason not to like him. So often what we see is that there are people that want PBC fighters to be above criticism and behind a protective blanket because Heyman promotes them, when I don't really know what that has to do with their character and them doing things that are appalling. He hit the broad and he actually bragged about it, talking about the audio was out there for those that haven't heard it. That he was like, yo, she be acting tough. So I socked her one good time, gave her a black eye. That's what he says in the audio, you know? So what are you supposed to say to that except, well, I guess you're a bigger piece of shit than I thought, you know? It's a good thing Canelo whooped your ass. You know? What are you gonna say? Good thing Canelo put hands on you. Said all that, Canelo's money now has to go to legal services. For real, young Carlo. You're gonna have to spend that on lawyers now. There's not a lot you can say because there's not a lot that I can say because I'm not surprised. And the people that are going up to bat for him, well, I'm not surprised. Motherfuckers try to justify any old stupid shit. I'm not surprised. That's just the times that we living in. That, oh, if you say anything, oh, that's hating. You hating. The fuck? Maybe it's hate, motherfucker. Maybe. Maybe motherfuckers should hate you. How about that? Maybe you should be hated. You have no moral fiber, no moral character. You're immoral, unethical. You know? What it do, Johnny? What it do, real talk? You know? You know. No justifying it. There really isn't. But what are you supposed to say? Now we got an excellent card coming up. I just wrapped a prediction show with the good people over there at No Smoke. Shout out to them. We got into details. And I want to expand upon the conversation that we had yesterday, detailing that same show. Because we did a show about it yesterday. You know, we got some predictions in. I wouldn't mind hearing some new voices to see how they feel about the card and what they think is going to happen, you know? But I'll just recap my own thoughts as quickly as I can. Hrgovic versus Mark Demori is a foregone conclusion. Hrgovic's going to knock him out. Mark Demori has been around since the days of David Haye. That's how long that guy's been around. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that this is a fighter that claims to have learned how to box from watching YouTube videos. So here we are. In all likelihood, Filip Hrgovic is going to knock him out. But then you say, well, then why did they make a fight like that? And it's because Filip Hrgovic is the IBF mandatory challenger. And he doesn't want to jeopardize his position needlessly. He's in a pole position to challenge for the title next year. He don't want to roll a dice on nobody. So he got Mark Demori. He's going to knock him out. Bivol has Lyndon Arthur. I heard a rumor that they had already offered the fight to Anthony Yard. They offered him a lot of money to do it. 7-figure purse. But he didn't want to do it. So they landed on Lyndon. And once again, that seems like a foregone conclusion. Seems like a foregone conclusion that Dimitri will, at minimum, outpoint him. You know? I mentioned it on the No Smoke podcast that Dimitri hasn't fought in a year. The last time he fought was in November of last year against Zerto Ramirez. So this one might go a couple of rounds because he needs the rounds. He's eyeing the winner of Callum Smith versus Artur Beterbiev. And you need some rounds ahead of that fight. You need to get some rounds in. You know? Shake off the ring rust. So I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to a decision. Wouldn't be surprised. And we also have Daniel Dubois versus Jarrell Miller. Jarrell has really taken, he's really making the most of the opportunity with the way that he's carrying on. Kind of stealing the show almost. Because a lot of the talk centered around the show is about Jarrell Miller. It would be a great pity for him if he did all that talking just to get knocked out by Daniel. I don't have Daniel winning that fight, but as stated, it would be a great pity if you did all that talking and all that hooping and all that hollering and all that yelling and all that arguing. It would be a great pity if you did all that just to get knocked out by Triple Knee. That would be a great pity, you know? So he's got to get the job done. On the other side of that fight is the rest of his career and other opportunities, not exclusive to an AJ fight. Maybe you put him in there with another guy. He takes care of business. Maybe you put him in there with Zile Zhang in Beijing, China, for a lot of money. Maybe you do that. Maybe Saudi. Maybe you bring him back if he puts on a show. A part of the reason I have Jarrell Miller winning that fight, and I just said it to the good people at No Smoke, Jarrell Miller's a pressure fighter, like Joe Joyce was a pressure fighter. Jarrell Miller is a close quarters pressure fighter that likes to let punches go. He likes to put punches together. And I don't think that Daniel has the mentality or the skill set to work around that pressure. So the fight goes two ways. It's either Daniel sets him up for a big right hand early, or Jarrell Miller wears him out and takes him out late. And I tend to lean towards the latter more than the former. I think that Jarrell Miller shows decent, not great, decent, not great, defense coming forward, catching and shooting out of that high guard, jabbing, catching, shooting. And I think that he can close the distance on Daniel. Close the distance, rough him up, and push him around. And he'll have to come under heavy fire to do it. It's not that it's not a lock that Jarrell Miller wins. But it's just that I don't trust Daniel. I don't trust Daniel. I don't trust him to move around, to create space and use the jab and keep distance. I don't trust him to do that. Shout out to Napoli. I'd pick Zhang to beat Big Baby. I would too, bro. That's exactly how I would have that fight. Because Zhang has the fundamentals and the power, which is important. He's got the fundamentals. He's got the jab and he's got the catch and shoot. But he also has that devastating straight backhand that if he lands it, I think he could take out most guys in the heavyweight division. So I would pick Zhang to beat Miller, but I'm not picking Daniel to beat Miller. I'm not. You need certain ingredients for that fight that I don't think he has. I don't think he's got the feet for it, the coordination, or the confidence. I don't think. I think that fight would require him to move around, create space, stay behind the jab, set him up, and stick to the plan. And Daniel's reserves, his intestinal fortitude, is in question. It has been ever since the Joe Joyce fight. So I don't trust him. And then we got Wilder and Parker. I said it yesterday, I said it earlier today, and I'll say it here again. I have Wilder winning the fight, but for me, it's a bit of a cop-out. I'm going to go with Wilder to eventually land the big right hand. Shout out to my good people at No Smoke. Unfortunately, I see Daniel reverting back to form. We'll see, bro. That's why we watch. That's why we watch, to find out. But I don't got a lot of confidence in Daniel. Because to beat a pressure fighter, you need coordination. You need to use the jab. You need coordination. You need to use the jab. You need to move around. And you need to stick to that to gradually wear down that pressure fighter. Slow them down, It's rough. Like, pressure fighters are easy to understand, but not always easy to work around. Because it's constant. The entirety of the round, they're trying to get close to you. They're trying to hit you. They're trying to rough you up. They're trying to force you to work. And that could be physically and mentally taxing. Emphasis on mentally taxing, because I don't think Daniel has the spirit for a fight like that,
Triple knee?
Triple knee, bro. I think he's gonna check out psychologically and he just gonna get beat up. I see that.
No, because you know why you know what you need to have against fucking Jarrell Big Baby Miller? You need to have a girthy jab that's into your fucking knees, you
Gotta
heard?
have thickness.
You gotta have a long, stiff jab, bro.
Yeah, right.
A stiff one. You gotta hit him with
And
that
you,
stiff
you
one.
gotta have it veiny, man. It's gotta be veiny.
It's gotta be stiff and veiny, bro. Otherwise, if it's flat or flasky,
Look,
Vascularity.
if it's
If it's
not
flaccid,
if it's not penetrating the guard, I don't want to hear about
Yo,
it.
I hate you.
Yo, you know what
That
the
was
shit
it.
is? Mike,
Yo,
Mike was probably gonna join, and now he not. Now he gonna watch. He gonna watch HBO Max tonight, bro.
You finna go watch BDA and shit.
Yeah,
For
he's gonna
real.
nah,
watch
fuck
Yu-Gi-Oh.
that. Nah. He better bring your bitch ass in here, nigga. The fuck you talking about? Hey,
Nah,
yo,
but on
bro,
some
your
real shit.
boundaries
Now let
looking
me say. Let me
crazy,
say.
B. Your boundaries.
I'm gonna say that. Yeah, I just in that situation, honestly, I just don't trust Daniel. Is it possible that Daniel could land something hard in the beginning of the fight? Yeah, it's possible that
And
he
lay
could
him
get
the
in with
fuck
some
out.
shit.
Yeah.
It's possible, but I don't trust him.
I
That's
don't
my
bet
main
on
thing.
possible, fam.
For real. That's the main shit. To be the
Look, all
pressure
I
guy, you need to be coordinated, you need to be focused, and you need to be confident because it's a fight, bro. It's a 326-pound man that's gonna march across that ring and try to rough you up. And I seen little dudes roughing you up. I
And
seen
try to
Lorena
swing
rough
on you.
you up. I seen Usyk rough you up. So
Pause.
Yeah, nah. To beat a pressure fighter, you really gotta be able to stand there mentally and see that shit coming and know that you can defend it and that you can counter it. And if you don't got that mental fortitude, like you say, triple knee, he fucking quit to a jab, bro. So it's like, what the fuck are
exactly.
you gonna quit to against Miller, bro? Because he's gonna be throwing all kinds of shit.
Gonna be throwing all kinds of shit. What it do, Leo?
Aquí estamos.
No, tú sabes que Leo, I don't know if I got your thoughts on Parker versus Wilder yesterday. I don't know if we spent a lot of time on that.
To be honest, Julius,
No,
I
Leo
think
wanted
that
fucking Jerome Miller to lose parts of his life.
Yeah,
That's
but
the shit he was
I
talking
told
I
him
yesterday.
Leo doesn't have to worry about that. Diabetes will take care of that. Diabetes will take care of that.
thank
I'm
you.
Yo,
saying
this
like,
is fucked.
but
Most
what do you think
appreciate.
about what are just your thoughts? Like, what does your instincts tell you going into that fight? Who do you feel is the safe bet? But what do you want to bet on? Because I'm
I,
feeling like,
I
yo, it's entirely possible that Parker could win. He could
Oh
win.
yeah.
I think the no, I think the safe bet is Wilder, but
So
I
do I.
don't. But I think that fight goes to decision.
You think goes to a decision? Really? You don't think
Yeah,
he stops
I
him?
no, and if he stops him, it's gonna be those kind of stoppage that you're gonna look at him. It's gonna be like something's something's going on here.
Nigga took
I
a
don't think it's
dive.
gonna be. It's not gonna be the Arthur Spilka knockout. It's not gonna be the Dominic Brazil knockout. No, it's gonna be something like he's on his feet and the ref is gonna wait
The
for him.
Hellenius knockout.
No,
Not,
not even
not
that.
even that dramatic. Not even that dramatic. Like a standing eight or some
Bro, I don't
bullshit
I
like
don't even
that.
think he knocks him out, bro.
I
I
don't know. You know
genuinely
what the
don't
shit
think
is?
his timing is there.
A dude that's 38 that hasn't fought in a year and in the last 2 years has only fought for one round. And it's like, you need timing to land that right hand. You need timing. And you're not getting younger. Parker, on the other hand, for all his flaws, that dude literally fought 3 times this year, so he gonna be sharp.
Oh
You saw him
yeah,
at
Fought.
the
that's
you
that's a
saw him
that's a
at
even
those
another layer, bro.
you saw him at those open workouts, bro. Parker looks fit, bro. That motherfucker looks like he's coming to
And
fight.
Wilder's
Jules,
always been
And if
Ju-
he can't
fit.
knock him out, then how is Wilder gonna win? Like, what is he gonna do to
Jules,
win if he can't knock him out?
I don't think that one right hand is gonna do it for Wilder at all because I mean, like we were talking about, what's his name? He had to beat Parker down with combinations of punches, and Wilder just throws that one right hand and
Yeah,
banks on it.
yeah.
And
His
Lo,
I'm
probing
not
is
saying
mad
it
what
might not
about
shitty.
hurt, but I
Lo?
just don't see it doing that.
Yeah,
What
that
about it, B?
With Joe it was waves of punches, round after round. And you can go back and watch it. Joe had to hit him with the kitchen sink, basically. It was waves of punches that he had to hit him with. It wasn't just one punch. And I know someone could say, oh, well, Joe Joyce is not as explosive as Wilder. But when you got it all riding on one shot, and
Shit, Wilder throws like 20 punches around. Shit, maybe.
I don't
everybody
think
knows that's the other shit that Parker, all you really got to watch out for is the right. That's it.
I don't think he has more power than Joyce, bro. All the guys that Wilder put to sleep, I feel like Joyce could put them to sleep too.
I agree with that. He didn't
Yeah,
knock
like no,
anybody
somebody
out
over
that
there
was
at
like,
BDA was talking about how, oh, you can talk to Wilder sparring partners and He's knocked these people out. But it's like, yeah, bro. But like, if I pick up 40 dudes from fucking Home Depot, I could probably knock all them niggas out too,
That's
in
the other
fucking
shit.
eight
He
to
didn't
10,
knock
15 rounds
nobody
and shit.
out. There's nothing about the people that he. I'm not saying that he didn't knock them out. We know he knocked those people out, but there's nothing major about that, bro. Like, all right, you knocked out Spilker. Who
I
didn't?
understand it's not nothing, mate.
Sora knocked out
I
Spilker.
understand this. I understand it's not major. It's just how you knock people out. We have to understand. Yo, if you're a big puncher and you know you're against limited opposition, how do we know that you're against limited opposition? You get them out early. Like Mike Tyson knocked out a lot of dudes who were stiffs, bro,
Mhm.
early. So at the end of the day, we have to call it for what it is. A lot of big punchers have knocked out dudes who were stiffs and people we didn't believe that were good competition. They still knocked them dudes out though.
And
So
if I
you have to
may,
understand.
it's not like we're even seeing him do some crazy ass knockouts where he does like a pull counter with the fucking hook and knocks his ass cold
We're
out.
not
Like
talking
The
it's
about
shit
the
some
is that
skills, bro.
sloppy ass.
We're
Chris,
not.
I feel like you're exaggerating because the Areola knockout was not no special nothing. That shit was the Eric Molina knockout was also that shit wasn't nothing.
It wasn't
Everybody's
nothing.
Look,
But
fucking
with Areola, to be
Weak
quite
ass
honest
little
with you,
fart.
All right, wait. I got a question for you guys though. Who is Parker friends with?
oh Tyson
Fury.
Fury.
And do you think that Parker, in no way, shape, or form, didn't sit there and take any tips or watch how Fury
Oh,
fought
he
him?
said that he
And
did. He said that he
yeah,
did. That Fury gave him tips on how to beat Wilder.
exactly. So I mean, if
Fury
Country,
gave
I
Fury,
need you to
Corey tips.
I need you to lower your voice because I'm old and you're startling me. It's too
He's
loud.
loud,
Nigga, you're
that's why I
overstimulating
said turn.
me.
That's
and
why I
he's got
said turn that
all right,
volume down, nigga.
I'm sorry I was so loud, man.
the headphones on, bro. Pobre
Yeah,
orejas
that
Okay,
shit is
okay.
loud, bro. That shit is giving me
Let
like
me say this. Let's say, for example, Terrence Crawford. I don't think Terrence Crawford is the biggest puncher in the history of the welterweight division, but he has knocked out every fucking opponent he has faced at welterweight. And why? I don't think it's just the power; it's the ability to, after he got him hurt, he finish him, and he finds a way with angles, with punch selection, to find a way to stop these guys. I don't think Wilder has that. I think he can hurt Joseph Parker, yeah. But what happens when a top guy in the division goes into a shell and a high guard and tries to minimize the damage? I don't think Wilder can really deal with that. And the people that you have been knocking out, let's say for example, Vermeer Severo. Vermeer Severo it was done at the first round. He jumped into the ring. He was already finished. So all that fly shit you've been doing that against Vermeer Silver, all that side step and the uppercut you throw to finish him off, that shit does mean nothing. You
people
cannot.
look at that like his boxing skill. I know what you're talking about. That in the second fight, he wanted to be extra and he dipped off to the side and came in and it's like
Oh,
what are you
I know
doing,
exactly
bro?
what
Bro,
y'all are
Remember that
talking
he
about.
can
did
That
that. That
motherfucker was
Bermain was
tired
on the
as shit.
ropes. He's like,
Look. Wilder thinks he's an anime character,
He would
and
do
these
that fucking
dumbass
Missy
fans,
Elliott shit, that super fly shit, that super
bro.
duper fly.
Yeah, great.
That's why he
Like
came out like
I'm
that in
just
that
saying, like,
second Fury fight.
am I going out on a limb and saying that Wilder's power is overrated?
No, it's
no,
definitely
that's what I've
overrated.
always thought. That's what I've always thought. That
Because the trademark of his right hand, man, is due to the opponents you face, man, and they're all fucking chinny.
Yeah.
Most of them, at least.
yeah, I mean, to be
But
real,
I mean, as
yeah,
soon as he fought a fucking world champion, what happened?
yeah.
He lost.
Honestly. So
Now, yeah, this fight is gonna test Wilder's, skill set, what he's learned so far from Malik Scott.
whoever the fuck is in traffic, mute yourself. I
Yeah,
don't know why
please.
people calling me and is in here and they got a million things going on in the background.
Yeah.
Nobody want to hear that shit.
Yeah, who's
Yeah,
switching lanes? Somebody's switching lanes.
but this fight is also gonna test, Parker's chin because we haven't seen him take a punch from Wilder.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I just feel like while I don't have the most faith in Parker, It's Andy Lee that I'm looking at. They're like, yo, Andy's not dumb, bro. He could tell him one or two things that he could use, and they might actually work.
Okay, can I ask you this, IQ? Okay, when they were both champions, who would you have picked to win that fight?
Well, that's the thing that's the problem that I have with Wilder. I don't know if your power is real. I don't
No,
know if
even
it's real.
it's because even when they were champions, his power is still questionable. Though. Like,
Because you don't spend 7 years fighting that quality of competition because of how good you are. Like honestly, you just you don't spend bro. That's almost 10 years of whatever you know. Whereas
Bon Lamont.
Parker got to a belt faster than Wilder did. AJ got to a belt faster than Wilder did. And then you look at who they fought. If you really think about who Joseph Parker fought, which is crazy when you think about it, he fought Takam years ago, Andy Ruiz years ago, Joshua, White, Chisora, Junior Fa. He took Junior Fa's O. It's like, yo, this dude has fought people. Be like, sometimes he wins, sometimes he lose, but he fought people, bro. Like, you ain't, you know what I mean? Whereas you, bro, all you did was fight Fury.
And I think people are starting to realize that, bro. Because like people are starting to they're starting to pay attention to the PBC more, and that's why you see they're trying to be really careful about announcing Davis's next fight, because it's
Yeah,
like you can't go from 1.2 million back to regular ass 2 to 3
bro, they
million.
don't have a choice, bro. No hay nadie. No hay nada.
No, nine out of the way.
Unless you fucking fight Sean O'Malley, bro, te jodiste. You're not gonna
Yeah,
do a million con ninguno
you
de esos
not even
tipos.
with the fucking Shakur or not even with the Haney, you're not gonna find that golden goose anymore, bro. You already did it. You already fucked the unicorn, bro. It's over.
Eso, like de
You got
verdad
your
que
nut, bro. Like I hope it was
¿Qué
good.
tú vas a hacer? Retírate entonces. If it was just about the bag, okay, pues retírate porque you're not gonna get the same money right now. Even if you did the Haney fight, nah, it's not gonna do a million. It might do
Both,
300.
I thought 20 million over there with fucking the Saudis and Haney. That's what they said, but
Es que
little
ese
fat
tipo es un
butterball motherfucker doesn't
pendejo,
want to
bro.
do it.
Leonard Ellerby said that, oh, if we gonna do it, Tank is gonna make the offer. Bro, what are you talking about? They got 20 mil for you, bro. It's not
Yeah,
complicated.
yeah. Eddie Hearn already confirmed, bro. Like, yeah,
No,
they
they
had
make
20
it
mil.
they make it complicated, bro. They make it complicated. Like it's literally, like like everything you've been saying about the PBC. Honestly, throughout the years, bro, you've been right. You sussed them out for years, bro. I
Yeah,
don't know, like ever since Peter Quillen turned down that $1 million to fight for his title and everything. You've been peeped the nonsense. It's like, how are you going to be looked upon as a reputable prize fighter if you turn down $20 million and just to give a fucking offer that has no validity to it, no backing towards it, and it's not going to be as lucrative as the offer that they're giving you, bro. At the end of the day, I understand you're a PBC fighter, but hey, you got to talk. You got to talk to Al Heyman and say, hey, bro, if I don't get this bread, like on some Stephen Fulton shit, I gotta
yeah. That's what I was
walk.
about to say. I give Steven Fulton so much respect for that shit because he really looked out in the face and said, "Nah, fuck you, hoe ass nigga. You're not gonna do me like Wilder."
For real, if you think about it, like, okay, on your side, you got Isaac Cruz and Frank Martin, right? You're not gonna get like, let's stop playing because this shit is dumb. You're not gonna get 20 M's fighting them. So let's stop, like for real. You don't get 20 M's fighting Isaac in a rematch. You don't get 20 M's fighting Frank Martin or Rayo. You don't, bro. Let's stop fucking playing. You do not. Now you get that fight in Devin. Go fight Devin. You big and bad. You supposed to be the tank. For all this shit they talk about you, they scared to death. Like, yo, they tear. And I already know, bro. I seen a thing earlier today. Sergio Mora has Devin winning. Paulie Malignaggi has Devin winning. Chris Algieri has of course. And I've been said it. Look,
And they're
Devin
not
don't.
deaf, bro. They're not
I,
deaf over
I've
there.
been said it that I'm like, yo, Devin may not hit that hard, but it's not about that. I don't know when the fuck people became so focused on power. Floyd didn't hit harder than Manny, but he beat him, right? So then what the fuck are we talking about, bro? Floyd did
Hey, this
not hit
nigga
harder than
Kelvin thinks
Manny.
that fucking Tank did 300K with Rolly.
Silly ass shit.
This nigga thinks that he's gonna do 500K with Shakur and 600 with Devin. It's like, bro, from who, bro? What demographic's gonna show up for that?
That's the shit. That you know that I hate to put it that way, but that's reality. That's how it is in boxing. A big part of the reason that Floyd was able to do the numbers that he did was because you were bringing two different demographics to the
Bro,
table.
peep this. Peep this. Why the fuck did they stuff the shit out of the Spence and Crawford fight with Mexican talent?
No verdad,
Peep that
no
shit. Did
verdad.
y'all not peep that? I know I did.
No,
I was like,
No, I
damn.
couldn't. Of
I
course,
did.
bro,
I
you could
peeped. I
see
peeped.
it. You could see it,
It's like,
and
bro, it's
it's
so
not knock,
obvious.
and it's look, it's not knocking nobody, but it's just like, why do you want me to pretend that things work a different way? They don't. The reality is, if you in America, the Mexican dollar, when it come to boxing, it's yeah, that's the pinnacle right now. That's who you need in your pocket.
Bro, like
That's who
I
you
had to
need.
explain it to one of my homies that, bro, do you not realize that Mexico and the Hispanic demographic just well, not even on some boxing shit, just Mexicans in and of itself, they're now half of the Americans. They're the majority. Like
Honestly, yeah,
white folks,
they
they're
said that
starting to become a
they said
minority now.
they said that Mexicans, particularly Mexicans, I remember this from years ago. They said that was the fastest growing minority in the country. So it's not hard to see why the Mexican dollar is important. Like, yeah, you need that, bro, because they spending dough. Like, let's
Yeah,
cut
bro,
the shit.
my grandpa's
Why
from
would we?
Mexico. Like from Mexico. He'll work all goddamn week, get paid on Saturday, and he'll go buy the Canelo fighter and go get his fucking packs and shit. Like straight up, they're not stupid. They know what they want to see. The Mexican dollar
Let
is
me keep it.
fucking valuable, dog.
Let's just be smart about it. Why would a country would not take the cash influx of another country? I just it's dumb at that point, bro. You're just hustling ass backwards. And like, yo, at the end of the day, Tank needs to take that $20 million because he's never going to see another purse like that ever the fuck again. For
Honestly.
real. Like,
Like well,
like think
like
about it.
you don't get 20 million. Like and I shouldn't have to say it. People should know. But for those who don't know, you don't get 20 fucking million boxing Isaac in a rematch. You don't.
Bro. The fact that
Are
you
you
gotta explain
serious?
that though, dog. The fact that you even gotta explain that shit, it's annoying, dog.
You probably get between 4 and 6 if that. You don't get 20.
Shit, that's
You
hella generous, fam.
No, yo sé, pero el punto es que, okay, if your whole shit is the bag, because they like to say that Javante is not about legacy, he's about the money. Okay, well, fighting Devin gets more money. So what is the problem? Fighting Devin gets more money. You just about the money, right? You don't care about the belts. You don't care about the legacy. Okay, fighting Devin gets you more money. Are you gonna do it now? And I know you're not. Like, I know you're not because you want to the only way you fight him is with weight stipulations. That's the only way
Well,
you'll
see,
do it.
they're negotiating the same with Tank and Haney and Shakur. They're negotiating the same way that they did Spence and Crawford. They
Yeah.
need to A side. They need that A side. Otherwise, it's not gonna happen. Same thing that they did with Tank and Ryan. They need the A side. Hey, you cannot fight. You need to you got to have so many months off. You can't fucking you have to make this weight.
No,
You
but
can't
that and they need
rehydrate.
something to give to Amazon. Like people I just hate that so many people pretend to know how this works. Do you think Al Heyman wants him to go over there when he needs that content for Amazon? He doesn't have a lot. I don't know what like it's like a joke at this point. They're like,
One
y'all
plus
really
one
be
equals two, bro. You know that.
he don't
One plus
have a
one
lot.
equals
He
two,
don't got
bro.
a lot to work with that's gonna move nothing. So of course Al is not gonna want him to go over there. Of course not. Like, nah, he don't
I
want
heard he
them
was a
dealing
free
with
agent, though. I heard he was a free
Mhm.
agent, though.
yeah, but is anybody really free over there, bro?
Well, then Tank, what Tank needs to
Hell
do is
no.
walk in that
Y'all
office of
got
Al
them slave
Heyman.
contracts.
And what fucking Tank needs to do if he really wants these fights is walk into the office of Al Heyman and
You can't say
say,
he's not these niggas is not free because if Stephen
Bro,
Fulton did what he
gotta
did,
let you
he
gotta let
my bad.
John finish his sentence, man. Go ahead, John.
yeah, I liked you more when your mic was fucked up, Chris. Like, what the fuck? Anyways,
I like my shit clean now. Fuck you talking now. Fuck. Yo, at the end of
hey,
the day,
fuck you,
Stephen
man.
Fulton did that shit. Stephen Fulton did that shit, bro. Tank should do that shit. And just like what John was saying, bro, a lot of these motherfuckers, man, they just be dumb, bro. They just
He
be
Yeah, I
needs to
mean,
fucking
walk into the
it's
retarded.
not
office
like
of Al
I feel
Heyman.
like if Javante really wanted to do these things like Stefan did, then I don't think there would be that much they could stop him with. But
It's these things like Steph.
Bro, if Tank wanted to do some pound for pound shit, he would.
He
yeah, but
likes
he
biting
don't.
tomato cans, bro. That's just what he likes. He's had the
And
opportunity.
I'm not Eddie Hearn. I don't got no problem saying you're delayed. I think you're slow. I'm not Eddie Hearn at all. I do think you're slow. You're not smart. You're a good fighter, but you're not smart. No, you're
Talk that
not.
gangster foul shit, bro.
It's not
You're
even foul
delayed.
shit. It's real. You
Bro,
heard how
bro, Tank
you hear how
Tank
he
is a mouth
talk.
breather, bro.
For real, like yo, you delayed. It ain't this and yo, fam. Legit, you're slow. For real.
He is slow.
Nah,
I hear how you talk. You
no, I
slow.
legit would not trust that nigga around no sharp edges or nothing, dog. Like,
For real, you gotta give him the little plastic scissors. The little plastic scissors. You gotta
Bro,
give him
that's
them
why they put
shits.
bubble wrap around him, man.
Oh,
And
out.
no, and the other shit is no, it's not because you're a fighter, because Sugar Ray Leonard was in way more wars than you, but he was always articulate, always well spoken, good with the media. So no, it's not because you're a fighter. It's
no, he's just
because you're
retarded.
you. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, he's
It's
just retarded.
not because you a fighter. Roberto Duran was in wars that you can't imagine, but he could still talk regular to this day. So it's not
Hmm.
because you a fighter. Like, no, don't say that. It's
Koto
because you're
got,
Bro,
just
Mike
slow.
Mike
Koto got
Tyson
the
is a better
shit.
speaker.
Koto got the shit beaten out of him by Margarito, and he's still talking good, man.
He
You
can
got
still talk
no.
good.
I hear the slowness in Kodo, but the first two people that you mentioned, bro, the majority of their career outside of the wars, they weren't getting hit like that. Like the Ran fought for 50 years, bro. Niggas was hitting fresh air more than they were hitting that man. Let's
Yeah.
keep it a buck. The Ran
No,
was
trying
making
trying to listen to
motherfuckers
But wait a
Tank.
minute, but
silly.
what because Javante is in wars, Chris?
Hell no.
And probably inspiring. He's probably getting pissed the fuck up, bro.
Like
Let's
I
keep it a
said,
buck.
B, that
He's
dude is
in a war with
fucking
his baby
bro,
mama.
that dude is retarded. Like I'll be getting tired of people like dancing around shit. Like, bro, that dude is retarded. You heard how he talks. That dude is
You
slow.
know,
Bro,
you know, Sugar Ray
The
whenever they're
Leonard
other
trying to
kid, Rolly, yeah, not only is that dude
slow.
slow, I would not leave no
He's
bitches around him. Like you bugging, like, nah, I ain't gonna leave y'all around this freaky ass
He
dude.
be the
You
the,
bugging.
he be the type to scare all the bitches off, right? I know what you
You know
mean.
what I'm
Like you leave
saying?
it.
Like I said that they're like you bring 5 bitches, 1 bitch for everybody, and he'll be the one that fuck it up.
Bro,
Everybody
them
end up
niggas,
beating their
bro,
meat that
everyone.
Tank and
night.
Rolly are Tweedledee and Tweedledum, man.
For real,
Yo, let
B.
me tell you something, bro. You know, Sugar Ray Leonard was supposed to, after the Olympics, he was going to become a lawyer and go to the University of Maryland on a law degree. But just because his parents didn't have the bread, he went to becoming a pro. He didn't even want to be a pro after the Olympics.
I don't blame him. Shit, but look, it worked out for him. He made a lot of money. Shout out to Clavo. Fanon is telling me that Tank was never WBA mandatory, even though he has the WBA regular belt. We arguing over it right now, bro. Yo, one, I'm going to say this because I don't like to take shots at Fanon just because he's literally,
Bald.
psycholo. Nah, that dude is like legit a psycho. Like he
Bro,
really
his
got
bald
like
spots
He's
got
a
bald spots, bro.
psychopath, bro. That
no,
dude is
like that dude
crazy.
legitimately has mental problems. That's why I don't
Yeah.
take shots
Nah,
at him.
that nigga would break down and cry type shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't, but to answer the question, bro,
Real talk is foul huh?
Javante has had the WBA regular title since 2019. At any point between 2019 and now,
Damn,
he
nigga,
could
that's
have
about to be
used that
5
title.
years.
He could have used that title to force a fight with Lomachenko, force a fight with motherfucking Lopez, force a fight with George Kambosos, force a fight with Devin Haney. At any point between 2019 and now. So I wouldn't even waste time on that psycho to be real with you. Because they're like, bro,
Fagnon,
that dude.
Fagnon is the same piece of shit that'll tell you that Canelo's ducking David because David is interim.
No, él dijo que the Amazon deal is $1 billion deal. He
Like,
literally said that.
No
That's
fucking way.
I'm
The
dead
tipo
ass.
loco.
What
He
the
put that
fuck?
shit. He put that shit on the thumbnail that Al Heyman has $1 billion deal. Mira, manín, estas son gente ridícula. I'm like, yo, for real, like y'all dudes is really
This is
just
not what we're talking to.
yeah, like y'all like
Straight dick
I
riding,
used to
bro.
Like that's just
I used to think that you have to dispel what they say. Y después what I figured is, mira, who the fuck would listen to these idiots anyway,
No, yeah,
right?
cause like it's at that point, my nigga. It's like,
yo.
bro, if you listening to that fool, bro, I can't do nothing for you.
Let me just say this: Fanon is living proof that these mental facilities are overcrowded.
Facts, facts on facts, bro.
Nah, but for real, like they will lie to a lot of people's face, and that's why I don't spend time on other channels no more. I did used to. They're like, "Oh, I feel like this needs to be dispelled." I don't do that anymore because I realize, yo, you ain't shit, and your audience ain't shit.
You're
How
Nah,
I
acting
bro.
like
know?
you ain't shit.
Nah, fam. I was listening to one dude. I can't even remember his name for the life of me, but he was talking about how he was at some convention. I think it was like a WBC convention or some shit where he saw Boxing Ego. He said he looked at this man, bro. It's like you can tell, like, oh, you one of them weird niggas that like, where's my hug looking ass niggas.
Yeah, like ese tipo, like you could look at it like toda esa gente, ¿verdad? You could look at him like, ¿qué es lo que tú tienes, man? ¿Qué te pasa a ti?
Niggas
¿Qué
get
te
no play
pasa?
type shit.
I'm saying, yeah, like, está bien que tú estás haciendo un dinerito en el internet, está bien, pero no hay causa for you to lie about this type of shit. Like, pura
You don't have
pendejada,
to.
yo. You don't have to. Like, you could
You don't.
you could talk about regular boxing being regular, because regular people watch boxing. Y'all dudes is just a bunch of weirdos on that
Just
hotep shit.
formidable ass niggas, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
Out of here.
yo,
get
let me
out of
But
tell
nah,
you
here,
because
something.
man.
Let
he
me
was
tell you.
explaining how basically Ego didn't even start out as a boxing channel.
No,
That
it was
he
He
it
he
was
yo,
like some
bro,
of
he
the
was like
black
an
activist
actor.
bullshit.
No, he was an actor, bro. He was like trying to be like
Oh
an
yeah, he's a
actor.
failed actor. There we go.
Yeah,
There we go.
like he could be a stunt double for Drake if he had like Down syndrome. He could be like
Yo,
Down
So
syndrome,
if
like
they wanted to remake Degrassi,
yeah, like he could be Drock. You know what I'm saying?
and he get shot in the back by a fucking
You know what
retard.
I'm saying? Dude is, and it's just a lot of weirdness that it's like, yo, dog. I don't know how you watch baseball or how you watch football, right? I don't know how you watch boxing because you adding a lot of shit to it that ain't got really nothing to do with it, right? So I don't know. But if you can make some money doing that, you know what? Do your thing because the people that's dumb enough to listen to you, they deserve to
they're
be
gonna be
lied
dumb.
to, bro.
No,
They're gonna
yeah,
be
on
dumb enough
God,
to listen to you forever, bro. Because they
yeah,
know the truth. They don't give a fuck about it though, because they want to live in their fantasy world because their world is fucking legit
yeah,
hell.
because
Look at
it's
these
Yeah,
niggas.
legit
like
trash,
Their
bro.
life is hell. Their life is
They're legit
legit hell,
losers
For
though.
bro.
how many
Fuck.
years did I say that, like, look, I don't care if you like Anthony Joshua or not. He is the A side to Wilder. And now, who's headlining this weekend, Chris?
Anthony motherfucking Joshua,
Nah,
nigga.
bro. Did you
The
And
fuck
see?
took
where?
you so long, bro?
Where
I
is
had
it
like
being
dead
boxed
air
at?
for like 3 seconds, bro.
Oh, my bad, my
Nah,
bad,
bro.
my
Did
bad,
you
my
see
bad, my
Nez? Did
bad.
you see that nigga Nez's fucking? Did you see his reaction to Chris Colbert getting knocked out?
Nah,
Boy,
what
that shit
Bro,
was
happened?
nigga looked like
bad.
he wanted to cry, bro.
Bro,
Bro,
because this
legit.
tú sabes lo que yo dije, mira, Stephen A. Smith, about 3 years ago, obviously before Chris got knocked out, he starts carrying on. I saw this kid. He's like Mayweather, and I'm like, oh my god. He was talking
Here
about
we the
Chris.
fuck go.
They're all
Here we
He's
fucking
talking
go.
about
like
He's talking
Mayweather.
about Chris Colton. I'm like, any fucking guy that has a fucking shoulder roll, and he jabs out of the shoulder roll, and he's Mayweather. He's the next man. It's the same shit. It's like, yo, dog. When are you gonna understand?
Bro, them niggas are
Floyd
desperate,
was
bro.
Floyd, bro. Floyd was Floyd. It's not gonna be another Floyd. Like it's not gonna be another Roy. Like it's not gonna be another Mike. Stop
Bro, it's not
looking
like
for him.
fucking Panamanians talking about there's a next fucking Duran
No
every
es
turn
verdad.
of fucking.
Chocolatito es chocolatito y Durán es Durán.
Yep.
Period.
It's not like niggas are calling
Chocolatito is
Canelo the next Oscar or
chocolatito.
some weird shit.
Alexis Arguello is Alexis Arguello. And I was going to say something in regards to boxing ego and just people in general. Like, for example, certain people would not get any play if it wasn't for the sports that they were good at,
Straight up.
i.e., Jermel Charlo. We
Yep.
know what Jermel Charlo did, but like, my thing is this. For you to intellectualize what you did to that girl and claim that that you thought she was hard, just shows you, bro, the people at the PBC, like, they don't know talent. They don't know who they're really getting into. And it's hard to, genuinely gauge talent because sometimes, people could come out of the amateurs, they be bad pros. Sometimes you can find a dude that is just not an amateur stalwart, it'd be a good world champion. But like, yo, bro, if you're running a brand like the PBC is doing, right? you gotta have fighters that represent your brand in certain type of way because hey, you're in the brand business, you're not in the boxing business, right? You're gonna have to find some people that gonna make that brand look good. Otherwise, advertisers ain't gonna fuck with you.
Hmm.
Otherwise, other big
Shit,
companies
PBC
not
is
gonna fuck
labeled as
with
Yeah,
you.
but
woman
that shit.
beaters.
What Al wanted the like I just feel like Al's vision of the PBC was Death Row Records in a sense that your vision
For
of the
real,
think
yeah.
about it
Think
that
about it.
like
He
the
was
way
gonna
that
have his
you look.
own
You remember the
championships
ads,
too.
Chris? You remember the ads with
I
Danny
remember that
Garcia and
shit. I remember
Brona and
that
Guerrero?
shit.
It's
Yeah,
like
I remember.
you
Right.
looked at the shit like a record label, and
Hmm.
that's why you got like that's why it's just so
He
much
wasn't a record label,
Fellas,
debauchery.
dude. He was a tour man.
didn't when you
Al
saw the
out here trying
first
to
He
be
was
like
doing
Suge
tour
Knight
shit.
and shit.
Go ahead,
hold on.
Virtuoso.
We know that Al was a concert promoter. So when you saw the first broadcast of the PBC, you saw that they had a stage. So you know he's trying to bring like the concert experience to the PBC, you know, and trying to turn these fighters into rappers, you know. And
That's
it's
the
like,
image that he want to get
yeah,
off. I think what he thought is that if he makes the PBC an homage to the hip hop industry, that that audience would gravitate towards it because look, it's a lot of money in hip hop. It's not like it's not.
Brody,
It's always been a lot of money in hip hop music. And I feel like what Al wanted was to turn that into that or an extension of that. But it's
right?
like, nah,
I
fam.
think what
Like,
Because
Al
let
didn't
me
take
let me
into
say this
account
real quick.
though.
Let
Hold
me
on,
throw
what
this
Al
out real
didn't take
quick.
into account is the fact that it's free as fuck to listen to music nowadays.
Right. But let me throw
no,
this out, man. It's like, yo, other than Griselda name dropping Wilder, what rapper fucking name drop these fighters?
It's a
no.
fucking fact, bro. Because back in
To
back
be
in the
fair,
day,
to be
back in
fair,
the
hold
day,
on. To
they
be
were
fair, Lil Baby does reference the Tank a lot. Like like I don't know if they're butt buddies or what.
Well, who fucks
No,
with little
pero
yeah,
baby?
but
mira, manín, está bien que yo le dicen el nombre del tipo en la canción. Unless that shit is turning in a pay-per-view by
Not even in the videos.
That's
They
but
why
gotta
I
for
can
as
promote
much
themselves.
shit, that's why for as much shit that they give Ryan about being a TikToker, this, that, and the third, like, bro, he was able to turn all them people into buyers. That shit was because of Ryan, not because of Tank, bro.
no, eso se le ve porque whenever bro, it's simple. It's not complex, it's simple. You were on pay-per-view 5 times before you fought him. You never did a million or half a million. So when you fight him, you do over a million. It's very obvious
It
why.
is. It's crazy how simple that is. That you can't fucking explain it to these people though. It's like it's that fucking simple. You
And
don't
the
know what
other
two
Fam,
shit
plus
is
two is,
and
G?
and 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 the other shit is the go-to is, "Oh, well, Ryan wasn't on paper." Bro, I never said Ryan is the face of boxing. That's the
Brody,
difference. You
Brody.
say let me finish. You
Mm.
say that Javante is the face of boxing. I'm not saying Ryan is the face of boxing. I'm not saying Ryan got the Midas touch. I'm saying the difference between you selling a million and not selling a million was you fought Ryan. Go ahead. If it wasn't because of Ryan, you better sell a million in your next fight. And it better not be no fucking UFC fighter. Go ahead, go out there with Isaac since it was all you and it wasn't Ryan. Go ahead, you do it by yourself. Do it. Go.
Let's see what
yo,
happens.
bro, I said that
That
on
you
Twitter
don't.
a couple. I said that on Twitter a couple weeks ago, bro. Because yo, it's so nauseating to have these fucking conversations. It's like it's life draining the sport sometimes it is. Because
It
like
is.
yo, we all know what a pay-per-view star is. We all know they come in different shape, form, and sizes. We all know people fuck with certain boxers for certain reasons. But we all know this. From 500k buys to a million buys makes you a pay-per-view star. That metric is not changed at the fuck all. So please, before you guys start talking this shit, and and Tank David flops with fucking Amazon Prime, which he might as well he might do, depending on the fucking boxer he faces. Don't come to us saying like, "Oh, it was just this guy, it was that guy."
No,
No,
and then
bro,
if we
he's
point it
not pay
out,
per view. He's not a pay per view star. We all know that.
and then if we point it out, oh, you hating. You bro, it's not fucking hating, you sensitive
Yeah.
bitch. It's
No,
just
yeah. Some nigga
fucking
was trying to say
reality,
that.
bro.
Yeah, no. Some nigga was trying to say that the reason why Haney and Regis was a failure was because Regis isn't a pay per view star. But if Haney was in the ring with so and so or whatever, they're giving all these excuses. I'm like, bro, that just means that Haney isn't a
fucking pay-per-view star.
That's still
It's
okay, and
simple.
that's not even hate. It's just like it's simple, fam. A lot of
It is.
people
I don't need
don't
a
know
whole ass
them like that.
explanation. It's simple as fuck. If he needs other people to be successful, he in and of himself is not a pay-per-view star.
Yeah.
It's that
Very
Look,
fucking
fucking, and
simple.
that applies. It's not like, oh yeah, it's just Haney. No, it applies to a lot of
No,
people
that
because
shit goes across the
in the
board, bro. That's
history of
that's across
boxing,
the board.
the guys who belong on pay per view was only ever one or two guys. It was never like, oh yeah, everybody is gonna be on pay per view, and that's the
nah,
problem that this era has. That who every Joe Blow with two hands and boxing gloves think he's pay per view. Like, no, fam,
Brody.
it ain't
Let
never
me
been like
just say
that.
this. Back then, when we was watching boxing growing up, there was a programming structure for boxing, man. You had cable, you had terrestrial, and you build yourself up. You built a following on those stations before you go become a pay-per-view star on cable TV. But there's nothing like that. Now everybody is identifying, because the people are gender fluid, those are vaina, they think they're a pay-per-view star. You know what I mean? And they haven't done the
Esos
work.
son
The fluid, really?
puro
Really?
estupideces.
They're
Because the shit
pay-per-view
is
fluid.
because there's just so many false flags now that they try to weaponize. What I really resent, honestly, what I really resent that only ever happens in this weird ass sport is you have people that'll outright call you a bigot and call you a racist for stating the facts as they are. They're like, fam, you're not a pay per view star.
Yeah.
Maybe one day you will be, but not today. Not if this is what you're doing. You know why? Your entire generation of boxers keeps rushing it. That's the problem. Devin, you're 25. Your fights are honestly should be accessible to as many people as possible while you're young. So when you get older, everybody knows you, everybody knows Devin loves Devin, they buy his fight. The way you guys are doing, all of y'all is trying to cut corners. All of
You're
y'all
putting
like
you're
Well, but
putting
see,
the
look,
cart
these
before the
these niggas
horse.
say that boxing is a business, but most of these motherfuckers didn't graduate or go to business school, so they don't know what the fuck they're
exactly.
doing.
Exactly. Like boxing is a business and you and what the fuck do you know about business, bro? What the fuck do you know
These
about
niggas
Not a
out here
business?
nickel and diamond
motherfucking
and shit.
thing. Not a motherfucking thing. I hate these niggas, man. I hate these
I'm
niggas,
saying
man.
you
I'm
got
so pissed off
you
that
got
Salvador.
Trey Bag and Nickel Diamond ass boxing
Bro,
is.
imagine
Well, what the
imagine if you
fuck do
could just
you
get these
know
niggas in
about
a
business,
room.
bro?
They know
Bro,
nothing,
imagine
bro.
imagine if
Nothing.
you could get these niggas in a room to deliver one fucking sermon, one speech to these niggas, bro. Just imagine. Just speak some goddamn sense to these motherfuckers.
Nah, not because what I've noticed is that it's a smart grift, but it requires a lack of character. It's a smart grift because it's been proven effective decade after decade. If you take real issues and inject them where they don't belong, it elicits an emotional response that develops into a cult because that's what we're looking at. That if I say, look, Javante ain't all that, and I'm talking some boxing shit, that's not what motherfuckers hear, though. They hear,
Oh
oh,
no.
it's not what motherfuckers
They
hear.
hear, I don't like that black kid.
That's what they hear. And I hate to say it, but that's what they hear. And I'm like, bro, I'm talking about boxing. My favorite fighter is Terrence fucking Crawford, but I'm not gonna explain myself to you because of your fucking insecurities all the time. All my favorite fighters is black, you fucking idiot. Ali, Jones, Floyd, Crawford,
It's
I
just
Stevenson.
it's just disgusting the fact that you have to defend yourself in that way.
And if and that's why I don't do that because I'm like, so what the fuck do you want me to do? You want me to explain myself and coddle you like you're a
Bro.
fucking baby all the
And that's
time?
how it is in real life, bro. You have a conversation with these fuckers at the barber shop or just somewhere, they'll look at you like you're a fucking racist, bro. Just
Bro,
because you
so
said
fucking
Gervonta
Mm,
retarded.
isn't good and Spence isn't good, you're just stating your own opinion, bro.
Don't do that shit at work because you're gonna ruin the whole
I
community,
mean, the
Hold
bro.
on,
mere
yeah. Don't
utterance.
talk about
Listen, I
boxing
had
at work
listen
or
back
barbershop.
when I was in security, right? This is years ago because I haven't worked security in years. My little man's in them. We had a site we was working at. He comes to me. He starts getting into boxing, and he knows I'm very big on boxing. He comes to me with Wilder, and I was like, "Look, bro, you could enjoy his fights, but he's not very good. You know, he's just not very good." And he looked at me funny at first, and I'm like, "Look, I'll tell you some guys you could watch that are really good. Terrence Crawford is really good, and he gets knockouts. AJ's really good. He gets knockouts every so often. and Usyk is very good. And he went back and he watched the guys and he listened like, yo, dog, like my it's not my culture versus your culture. First off, it's not. You have people that are capitalizing off of that, which is why I resent it because they're creating division among us with it. It's not division, bro. I'm not against you. You listening to somebody that's telling you I'm against you. I'm not
Yep.
fucking against you, but I'm not gonna kiss your ass neither, bro. I am my boss. You have a boss. I am my boss. I'm not gonna kiss your ass to make you feel
What's
better about
against this shit?
nothing.
How dare
What's
you
And
have
against
your
and
this
that's
shit,
own?
man?
that's the expectation. That's the
How
expectation that if I don't like what you like, I gotta. No, I'm not explaining myself to you. What the fuck?
it's a bit. It's basically how dare you have your own thought and opinion on boxing around them?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Because
but
You
that's
know,
yeah,
that's what
bro,
they turn. That's what
but
they
to your
turning the sport into.
yeah, but to your little mans, did your little mans at least have the objectivity to watch these niggas? Did he come back to you and say like, "All right, you was right,"
No, no,
or
no. He
did he
can't. No,
just?
no, no. He came back. He came back. Like he started watching Bud. He look. Honest to God, he came to me with Wilder and Errol, PBC guys. I'm like, look, bro. If you like them guys, that's cool, but these guys is better. And he went
Look,
back and he came around. And he's like, yo, that Crawford dude. I was like, I told you, B, like that dude he's that dude, B. You know what I'm
yo,
saying?
Jules, you know
Bro,
that you're a
Bro,
red
when
pillar?
you said
I've
when
That's
had
you
that's
said
guys
what you are.
I've had guys think that I'm racist because I said that because I tell them that Canelo is a bigger star than Gervonta and Errol Spence.
Bro, yo,
like, yo, bro,
mira,
that's
no, espera,
obvious, bro.
wow,
mira la pobre Liza, mira la pobre Liza. Todos los días jodiéndola esa mujer, todos los días. ¿Y por qué? Because she's saying the fucking truth. Canelo's the face of boxing. You silly motherfuckers. He is, B. He's on the Forbes list as the top earning boxer. Y'all know how this works because y'all seen Floyd do it. When Floyd was that dude and he was selling, what list was he on every year? The
Hmm.
Forbes list. Now
But
he's not on
instead,
there no
yeah,
more, right? Nah, Canelo is on there because he's that dude. It's not complicated. It's not complicated, bro.
bro, the internet is not real, man. These people live online, and these
For
guys are
real.
easily finessed by fucking influencers who are very big on identity politics and how it relates to
And
boxing.
and I and I resent that because this bullshit only exists in this digital environment. Never in my life have I been called those things. I'm from Harlem, fam. What the fuck are you talking
No,
about?
yeah, them niggas are emotional, bro. That's all it is.
Fuck are you talking about? Like that's
You
crazy
know,
to
for
like.
Harlem.
Fuck
I
you
love how you
talking
said
about,
it
fam?
because that's a fact, bro. Because motherfuckers, if they think you racist or anything, especially from where we from, bro, they're gonna try to put hands on you. No
Yeah, but
talking,
that
no
shit
nothing.
never come like fam. You think I was ever at a chick? You think I was ever at Popeyes on 2 Fifth, a Crown Fried on 32nd, a Eighth, anywhere? And this don't happen, B. This is
Yeah, that
all
shit dead ass
digital.
don't
This
happen,
shit
bro.
all digital, B.
Chris, I'm alive.
Yo,
They don't do shit. Gervonta Davis fans and Errol Spence fans, they don't do shit, bro.
All
don't do shit, bro.
digital,
Yo, let
B.
me tell
Like
you something, bro. Yo, and Juice can attest to it. You're quicker get into a fight when if a nigga think you looking at him for too long. Like fuck you looking at. You can get
yeah,
into a fight for that.
Hey, yo.
Then motherfuckers calling you racist. That's a fucking fact, bro. Like these
yeah.
motherfuckers
Like the
here,
fuck,
man.
like this fucking fake ass like yo. I'm not that dude that want to call people peas and shit like that. Like that, you pussy and all of that. But like.
Yo,
Nah, these niggas is pussy, B. The
what
same.
the
These
hell
niggas
is
is
Wait,
that?
wait,
pussy.
wait, wait, wait,
Traffic.
wait, wait, wait. Who the fuck is in traffic?
That's a
Not
fire
me.
engine.
Not me.
Situational awareness, please. If buildings are exploding where you are, please mute your mic. Right?
god damn,
Situational
you in a
awareness.
car chase,
This
man? Mute
nigga.
your fucking mics.
Yeah,
You in the
motherfuckers wanna
middle of
be
a
on
car
the
chase and you just shot some people, bro? Just mute the mic, bro. Just
bro.
mute the mic.
Motherfuckers want to
Don't
be
incriminate the show.
on Ring IQ so bad. They in there doing fires and shit.
Word
Like that.
motherfucker been done got shot driving to the hospital. Ring, I think Wilder gonna win on Friday, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like yo, get to the hospital, my guy. Get to
Hell
the
Yo, get to
hospital.
the
no.
hospital, bro.
They'd be out there
Yo,
like
bro, you
diehards
about to
trying to get on
die.
Ring IQ, man.
Shout
You
out to
about to
Will.
fucking die,
Will
bro.
said, I hope Stephen Fulton goes to featherweight and picks up some titles and forces a rematch with Inouye. I'm interested to see that rematch in the future. I am too. I hope he does well because I think he set a good example. Shout out to my man Steven with the fucked up mic. Steve with the fucked up mic. He says boxing is too tribal. It's simply, are you good and have you proven it? Never change, Jules. Their opinions is between you guys. Yeah, like it's just that shit is such a deviation from my normal day to day comings and goings. They're like, fam, one, I'm not, it's not gonna be a situation. I'm not doing that. See, I tell y'all because I fuck with y'all that yo, all my favorite fighters is black and always have been. But I'm not gonna explain myself to some little bitch online so you can feel better about yourself, man. Fuck
Talk
you
that ga-
and your
talk that gangster
self-esteem.
shit.
Ain't gonna
Hey,
fucking
Jules.
sit, ain't gonna fucking sit here telling you all like, yeah, let me explain myself to this fucking dude online so he do like, man, suck my dick. Whatever you heard about me, believe it, bitch. Fuck
Hey,
out of
Jules.
here.
Don't
Yeah.
you ever
Talk
disrespect me wearing a sweater half a size too small.
For real, B. My shit is wild tight.
I ain't gonna hold you. When I saw your photo from 20 years ago and niggas called you Teofimo, bro, I was crying fucking tears, B.
I ain't gonna front. It's
Niggas,
a resemblance.
Yeah.
Shout out to Will. In the real world, McDonald's workers don't tell factories how to run their assembly lines. Only in this sport do we have a minimum wage worker trying to tell multimillionaires how to do their job. No more than that. Only in this
Facts.
sport, no. Only in this sport do the guys who contribute the least to it financially have the most to say.
that's a
Cause I
fucking
mean,
fact.
I'm talking about shit that I buy. That's why I could fucking talk about it. That's why I talk about it. Because I have an annual DAZN subscription that I pay over $200 for annually. And I buy pay-per-views and I have an ESPN subscription. So I ain't no bum out here stealing shit like y'all motherfuckers. See, y'all motherfuckers got the most shit to say and contribute the least. And you know it. You fucking know it. If you cannot afford 60 or 50 fucking dollars or even $80, forget boxing, bro. You have other problems. Forget boxing. You don't need to worry about the Charlos, bro. Get your money
You don't.
together.
You don't.
Because
You
when I
get your
was your
money up.
age, I was your age. I was good. I don't know what the fuck y'all doing. The fuck they putting in y'all weed? Is too much THC in the weed or something?
Yes.
This dude,
Yes.
bro, you got dudes in their 20s that sit online all day, no profile picture, bro. So you macking bitches or what, bro? What are you doing? You mystery squirrel, secret squirrel? Because when I was in my 20s, right, if I'm gonna be on social media all day, just to get some pussy. This generation weirds me out. Like, so you spent 8 hours on social media to use a Google stock image. The fuck are you doing with your life? I mean, if I'm gonna be online, yeah, I'm gonna put a face behind the words so you know who said it.
Hey,
See
bro,
what I
you said
mean?
it. You said it the right way. Social media is to get
And mind
pussy,
you,
bro.
or I'm gonna cam the fuck up and I'm gonna show my face. That's what we do out here
Oh my
because we
God, you
put a
look
face
horrible.
behind our neck. Suck my
No,
dick,
because
pussy.
I noticed,
Fuck out of here.
thing, like
That's
thing.
how you
I
look in
noticed
real life.
it's like a little New York dude. I could tell, fam, you probably like 125 pounds soaking wet. It's this little New
Soaking
York
wet.
dude. I could tell that he a new because I could hear the accent. And he's always in my posts and shit. And I'm like, yo, dog, imagine me in my 20s doing shit like this. It couldn't be me. So you got your little
Can't
ghost
be me.
account with the ghost email so you could be online talking to people and shit. Bro, go get some fucking money, man. Like, what are you doing
Hmm.
with your life? What are you doing? It's not like I'm lying, bro. Y'all dudes be online all day arguing about this shit. If I'm
Nothing,
online,
yo.
you,
They
you
all
understand, right? That you may see me as much as I see you. There's one thing that separates us.
What the
I'm making
fuck?
money.
Who the fuck is that?
Who the
Who's
fuck
turning
got
into a
That's
doggy
not
werewolf?
me.
issues?
Somebody at the
That's not
pound?
me. That's not
What
me.
separates us is
That my bad, man.
I'm not online dicking around. I'm getting money. What the fuck are you doing? You guys are
So
young. Go touch grass.
for real,
Shit.
Okay?
I'm on
No,
the
so real
company.
nigga shit.
Listen, I'm on the company dime talking to you guys. I know you're talking about Danny. I told him, yo, if Javante, wanted to fight Devin at 135, why didn't he order the mandatory with the WBA?
Exactly. It's
And he's
not
talking about, well,
complicated.
boxing doesn't work that way. He actually said that. You actually moved the
Boxing
goalpost.
doesn't work that way, but y'all the same ones that's telling Benavidez to do that.
Oh my God.
The same ones telling Benavidez to do that.
That's
Yo, this
why.
nigga,
That's
this
why we
nigga
chill.
in the
I had it.
this nigga in the comments is fighting tooth and nail on why Tank is the face of boxing.
Let me see.
That's
Hold
truth
on.
and dare.
These losers haven't been outside their city limits. To them, they don't understand that the world doesn't revolve around their hangups. For real. Why didn't AJ take the 50 million? How about that? Because that shit wasn't fucking real, bro.
It was fake.
That's why.
Yo, bro,
Stop playing
yo,
games,
Jules,
man.
I be blocked. If I was in the comments, I would have blocked that comment and said, yo,
No,
you promote
no,
terrorism.
because
No,
blocking. No, listen to me. When you block somebody, right? Unless you just doing a lot of like, I'll rarely do I go to the extent to block somebody because a lot of times I don't notice pieces of shit like that. That's what kills it. Why do you think he's here? Before I read, I didn't even know that motherfucker was having a heart attack in the comments, and I love that he was because I didn't see you, bro. Like you irrelevant. What you think is irrelevant. If you were live right now, do you think I'd be watching you? Well, you watching
Fuck
me, ain't
no.
you? You watching me, ain't you? So what the you want me to believe the bullshit that you believe? It bothers you that I don't believe it, but you know why I don't believe it? Because it's bullshit. Your boy already admitted he rejected $100 million. It ain't nothing to argue about no more. He admitted that.
Yep.
Not me. I ain't connecting dots. I ain't
not
putting words in his
not
mouth.
100
He
mil,
said that.
120 mil, 120 mil, because they was going to give him 20 mil for the fucking Brazil fight. Why yo, bro, go to his Twitter. His shit is still up there. He doesn't even
Nah,
have.
nah, because if I show him the shit, right, as many times as I have put up that screenshot, I told you what I do is not for stupid people. I'm not trying to help people like him. I'm trying to communicate to people like me, people that have brain cells, so that you can see what's going on. Ain't no helping a motherfucker like that. You can't fix stupid, bro. That's why if I do screenshots or if I research articles, it's not for people like him. You can't teach a motherfucker like that. It's for other people like me who maybe don't have time to read all these articles.
This
I've done it
nigga
for
said
you.
White confirmed it was real. Who the fuck is White?
Bro, bro, how does what he went in the bank vault and it was like Uncle Scrooge money? You know how Scrooge used to swim in
This nigga.
he
It was gold
swimming
coins, gold shillings.
like
That
Man,
dog,
shit,
he's
I
a
can't
like
goofy
take these
motherfucker,
motherfuckers.
dude.
Yeah, yo, bro. But when we violate and always show Terrence Crawford punching on fucking Earl Spence, these motherfuckers say, "Oh, it's been a couple months already. Why don't you guys stop it?" These be the same sore loser,
bro,
sore
I'm
winning
telling you,
motherfuckers
losers
that be
is
It be that
popping
nigga.
up.
emotional,
It be
B.
that bitch ass nigga D1 who's got a fucking profile picture of Tank knocking out Ryan. He want to cry
Yeah,
like a little bitch.
yeah, and he comes here for every video, which is so fucking like he's so mad. And I've been like, yo,
That
let me
nigga
say
hate
this.
watching
Let me
right
say
now.
this. Let me say this. That dude was talking wild shit ahead of Crawford and Spence because I kept saying I have Crawford beating this motherfucker easy. You already know. Y'all been with me forever. So you know I've been saying this forever. That dude used to get so mad. And then when it happened, what he do? Move right on the boots. Like, bro, what are you even watching me for, bro? What are you watching me for? You obviously don't learn. I told y'all motherfuckers Bud was gonna make it look easy. You saw it. I told you he knew he was gonna be Fulton. You saw it. I told you Wilder, yo, dog, you could fight Fury a fourth time. You gonna lose again, bro. Ain't nothing gonna change because you not good. Y'all watched it and you saw it. You don't learn, bro. Ain't no saving you. The real shit is you have an inferiority complex. That's why you insist on being around me. Because you're not listening
No,
to
no,
me. You're not
you know
listening
why
to me.
You know why they insist on being around you? Because they're waiting for that one day that, hey, you may be wrong, so they can rub it in your face. And it's going to be like, oh, bro, I've been right 100%. I know I've been right outside of this 100% of the time, and I've been embarrassing you. But you're going to pick on this one time? Okay, cool, I'll let you have it. But when I come back, I'm going to fucking stomp on you. And these people are weird, bro, because like, yo, you a lot of the people who are talking shit about fucking Terence Crawford look just like him. And I don't know if it's because he was with fucking Bob Arum from all those years or what have
Pretty
you.
much.
But
Bro, it's
ultimately,
because he didn't bend
you
over
hate
for
on the
Al Heyman.
yeah, you didn't hate you some for some weird reason you're hating on a person that looks just like you and possibly has more commonalities with you than with me because I'm a suburb kid. And like if we're really looking at it, I rock with this dude more than these dudes who have the same commonalities as him. But yo, it's just weird, bro. It's just fucking weird.
It's just the internet has given people like, look, like the whoever that person is, right? I forgot his name already because that's who you are in life. You're the guy that people forget. Games you love. Instead of sitting here and watching me, right? Forget me. Fuck what I say because I'm wrong, right? To you, I'm wrong. Go start a podcast. Go do your thing, B. Do your thing. Tell everybody what you think about boxing, bro. All that shit you saying in the comments, make a video. I bet you won't. I bet you won't. You know why you won't? Because nobody fucking listens to you, bro.
And no
Nobody
one gives
listens
a
to you,
fuck what
bro.
you have to say.
Nobody give a fuck what you think about nothing. All you gonna do is be wrong. That's
That
it.
nigga
That's the
old
only
dirty
thing's gonna
boxing said
happen.
more like gays you love.
For
I
real.
mean, I never
You
even heard
I
of
ain't
these
doing
people.
I ain't doing nothing on this channel that can nobody do they self. I am not doing nothing on this channel. The one thing that I'm doing that maybe you can't do is that I'm right 80 to 85% of the time. You'll be wrong 80 to 85% of the time. That's the only thing
No,
I
no,
can
no,
do that
90,
you can't.
90, 90%. That you
That's
being
the
too
only
nice.
thing
That's
I
90%.
can do that you can't do because you're not as smart as me and you never will be. Period. Now,
Yeah.
that's obnoxious, but I don't. Because if the
Mm.
roles are reversed and you were live right now, do you honestly think I'd be sitting there watching you? No, I don't know. I'd be
Yeah, bro,
fucking
bro.
something. The fuck?
Let's keep it a buck, bro. He would not even have people like us entertaining his shit, bro. Let's keep it about. You've crafted a fucking fan base, a niche fan base. You've gotten Hall of Fame boxers on your
Nah, but
live.
I
You've
don't need
gotten
no because I
fucking.
don't need the glazing. I'm an ordinary person. I don't think
I'm not a
anything else.
glazing ass nigga,
I'm
bro. I'm
just
just
saying,
keeping it
bro.
a
I'm
buck
just
with you.
saying that I don't take well to the compliments and I don't like that shit. I'm a regular dude. It's just to me, no, that's weird, bro. Like people like that is weird because you're on this channel not because you agree with what's being said. You know, people tend to gravitate towards like minds. Like-minded individuals tend to gravitate towards each other. Now, obviously, this person is not in agreement with what this channel says, yet he consistently follows it. Yeah, that's weird, bro. Go start a podcast, bro. If you feel that way, go make a video right now about it. See if anybody watches that shit. Go do it. Show some fucking initiative, bro. Forget about me. I'm wrong, right? I'm
Yeah.
wrong, right? 50 million. AJ rejected the 50 million. Go
It's
fucking make
just
a video
the
about it, bro.
problem is it's that nigga's character, bro. He's not that type of person. Like whenever this nigga what's that nigga's name? Johnny Boy, he was saying some dumbass shit I wasn't agreeing with. I'm like, all right, I'm just not gonna listen to this nigga no more. And
Exactly.
I fucking forgot this nigga's channel for, but it's like, bro, if you can't just fucking step away, like you're the type of nigga to get fucking cyberbullied because you can't just look away from the fucking
Yeah,
phone.
I mean,
you
For
you
go do
know,
your
real.
like it's
Like,
very simple. If you have views and you're passionate about them, just go do your own thing. That's not exclusive to this fucking digital environment. That's how life works. You got to go do
yo,
your own thing. Go do your own thing, B.
for real, you got to move on from this shit if you don't know much about it. I mean, look, I came across this one channel this year called He Knows Everything Boxing, and every title was Terrence Crawford, all about Terrence Crawford losing to Errol Spence. Since then, I never even give a fuck about the dude because it's just sad.
Yeah,
doesn't know
like
what the fuck he's talking about.
you can't use like for or to put it in one sentence, you can't use logic on someone who's illogical, right? Now, games is
That's a fact.
illogical. How do you know? Because you're talking about 50 million when the guy you're talking about admitted he rejected 100 million. It's not that I'm connecting dots, it's not that I'm paraphrasing or putting words in his mouth. He said that it was for AJ. So if you're mad that AJ rejected according to you, which he didn't, but according to you, AJ rejected 50 million. Well, how do you feel about Wilder rejecting 2 times as much money? How do you feel about that? Shouldn't you be angry at Wilder? No, because you're illogical. So I can't waste time on you, bro. The school system failed you. It is what it is, B. Life goes on,
Your
bro.
parents failed you. Your parents failed you, dog. Your parents failed you.
I
Now you
can't
getting
fix I can't
now.
fix you, bro.
Now everyone's making fun of you and shit. Now you feel silly, okay?
Yeah, like
Just like
I can't
BF,
with you,
No,
bro.
yeah, that nigga ran, bro. He
just
already
like
gone.
B, just like BF FTB boxing, right? That pedo ass motherfucker. He was talking all this gangster shit. Oh, this motherfucker's gonna beat Terrence Crawford. Oh, it's
Yo,
gonna
that
be so
nigga
easy.
talks crazy, bro.
Yeah,
Yo,
PPC
but he's
Toby.
talking. Oh, bro, let me finish. He's talking all that crazy shit. But motherfuckers go back on his live, and this is how you know this guy is soft. Motherfucker said, "Oh, you was talking all that gangster shit, yada yada yada. What happened to your man?" That motherfucker cuts these people off and gets into a fucking hissy fit. Like, I ain't give a fuck. It's best to fight. It's
Bro,
best fighting the best.
bro,
Like, you remember all
that
that
nigga
wild
talk
shit?
like he don't gotta go out no
Bro,
more,
that
bro.
dude talk
He
like a
sounds white.
bro. That dude talk like a castrato, bro. Like
For
he
real.
Yeah,
I don't
nah, he
hear.
talk like
I
a
don't
yeah,
hear. I don't
castrato,
hear
bro.
how he
Like
sounds mad
Damn.
le
white when the
cortaron
fuck he
la,
gets
no,
angry.
pero ellos le
Lo
cortaron la
caparon.
bola a ese tipo.
Lo
For
caparon, bro.
real.
This him
What
be
the fuck they doing in the army, bro?
Hey, what?
That
why
sounds
do
just
Hey,
you
like him.
sound like
who you
that,
talking
B?
about? Fill me in the loop.
Yo.
Hold on, let me read these super chats. Hold on, let me read these. Shout out to my man Don Juan. I'm from the era where AOL chat rooms and party lines were where you hit up the sluts. These kids are just lame and rather just watch. Yeah, yo, like it back then. Like if you was on the IMB, you was trying to get some ass. Be like if you was in the
that's a
chitty chat, you
fact.
was trying to get some ass. You wasn't
Pretty
just
much.
on that shit to be
Yeah.
on that shit. You was trying to get
Bro,
some
You also took your
ass.
shit, B. Come on, man.
It
For
was
That's
real,
always it was ASL, age, sex, location,
bro,
bro. Like, what's up?
bro, the New York
yeah.
donut, the New York. If you was on a New York donut, be it's Bronx bitches on there and Brooklyn bitches on there, and you trying to get live tonight. These kids like, nah, B, I just
Nice.
bro,
tonight be
that's
like, I
Snapchat, bro. That's Snapchat now. That you trying to get some pussy, some bitches, bro? Get on
not,
Snapchat,
but
bro.
not these no, these motherfuckers want to be in my comments talking about, shut up, man.
Because they
Shout out to
gay,
fucking
bro.
shout out to No Smoke. No Smoke said the difference is integrity, presenting what you believe to be true and fair while not allowing hate or bias to creep in. Yeah, but you know what's crazy, Smoke? If I'm biased and I'm wrong, then why are they watching me? It's because you know I'm not.
You're
It's
not,
because
but
See, the difference. Hold on,
they
look.
also
I'm
like
right.
everything to keep it
The
long and
difference
hard.
between niggas like us and people like that is the fact that when we speak about boxing and we speak on what we believe, we can actually stand on it and go toe to toe. You know, we can go head to head on the shit. Whereas these people, they tend to crumble and fold up. You know, they tend to not be able to stand on what they say. They can't even articulate a response correctly. They tend to lean to lowly insults, or they just I just
Yeah,
say they
like
fold up, bro.
shout out to my man, Mr. Boxing Moves. Honestly, bro, I would pick him to break her ribs. I'm not playing. I'm not saying
Nah,
that to be no, no,
real
honest to
shit.
God, I'm not
That's
saying
real
that to be
shit.
petty. I'm being dead ass. I remember I heard that Sylvester Stallone, who weighed 225 pounds or 201 in a second movie, right? He had Roberto Duran sparring him in one of the scenes, and he said, yo, Duran, who's a fucking lightweight at the time, yo, he
Yeah,
beat the shit out of my ribs.
I
That's what
believe.
he said,
Oh,
bruh.
I
So
know,
I'm
but
like,
I could see Duran at that time knocking out some motherfucker who like 200 pounds of just pure fat, just hitting him with one of them mean one
so
twos,
I'm like,
just sleeping the
Nah,
shit
and
dry.
on
real
some real
question,
nigga shit, bro. You know, if you lift up Clarissa Shields' arms, her ribs are fucking soft, bro. That
what
that
I'm no, because a lot of the weight and where men and women tend to differ is men are carrying more muscle, whereas women are carrying a bit more fat. You see
a
what I
lot
mean?
more actually,
Men got
percentage
that
wise.
pad. Men have more padding. So if you telling me, okay, 118-pound or 122-pound now, yeah, Inoue versus 168-pound Shields, yeah, I would still go Inoue.
Hmm.
Yeah, like I think he could hurt her. I do.
The
Look at
He's
power
the
is
dangerous,
different.
look,
The
nigga.
power is different.
look at the dude that dropped you. That dude ain't no Olympic nothing, bro. That dude is not a champion or nothing like that, bro. He's just
He
He's a
hope
regular
club
Russian
fight.
he
He's
hope
a
dude,
club
B.
fighter,
he
right?
hooks
He's
and
a
shit.
regular club
That's
fighter.
what I'm saying. Like,
And they were
Gloves
fighting
getting
with
weak. He
pillows and
knocked her
headgear,
ass
bro.
down.
So
Jules, are you hearing the same rumors? Please don't tell me. Rick Glazer said who Boots' next opponent is.
who is it? Who is it?
Robert Guerrero.
Robert the
Yo,
Ghost
didn't I
Guerrero.
No, no,
fucking
no, no,
say?
no, 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 no,
That's what
no.
I
That
fucking
can
said
be.
on
Nah,
Wait, what?
Saturday. That's what I
That
said
can.
on Saturday.
That
Listen,
you're
that
lying.
was
that
a
for real?
You're
joke. That
fucking.
Is
can't
that
be
for real?
true.
That's fucking
No.
literally. And they got and a dude got mad at me. I said, Robert Guerrero after the Berto fight. It wasn't Saturday. It was Sunday. It was a boxing scene article. I quote tweeted it. I said, Boots' is next opponent. And lo and
nasty
behold,
work.
somebody got mad at
Nasty
me.
fucking work.
Nah, they
Nasty
can't, bro.
motherfucking
Wow.
work.
Nigga, what?
Oh,
Yes,
that
they
shit
Jules,
ain't
they
can.
right.
can.
Yes, they can, baby.
Nah, y'all
Yes, the
lying.
fuck
Yes,
I
they
didn't
you
even
know
see
can.
they
that.
Let's
will.
get
They
it
can't
No,
even
I
give
popping.
him
mean, like Jules
Let's
burials.
said,
get
they
it
love
popping.
feeding that. They love listen. Look, they love feeding that old Hispanic guy to the new young pup.
But that
I'm
old,
glad.
That's
bro?
their
Let's get it
play.
Yo,
That
y'all
popping,
old?
lying. I
nigga.
didn't see that
Yeah,
shit.
I'm gonna
That's
tell
the
you.
hollow win, bro.
Nah,
Yeah, true.
Bro,
Let me
I
I
don't
didn't
Let's
think
see
get
so.
it
that
I
fucking
shit.
refuse to
popping,
believe
baby.
that.
I'm
I
telling you
refuse
right
to
now.
believe.
Leo,
I'm gonna
No,
They,
show you. I'm gonna show you
no.
what I
Said
said
it.
on. I tagged Drew, Chris, and Leo to the shit on Twitter. I said that like, yo, dog, you didn't take time out to put Guerrero and Berto on the undercard for no
nasty
reason.
word.
You fattening up one of these guys for somebody. It's common sense. Like, why the fuck else would you have these two old ass men out here fighting if you
So,
not
so,
fattening up for
so
somebody?
let me get this straight. You refuse to fight Conor Ben for how many fucking dollars do you want? So you can fight Robert, the ghost of the ghost of the ghost Guerrero?
Yup.
But
Mm-hmm.
What you
but
trying to
bro,
do?
Overweight
Jules
Guerrero.
been
It's
called.
overweight
Like
Guerrero.
we all want to believe in Boots, but Jules been calling the play the last 3-4
No, I was
months.
about to say
That
is that
dude,
the same
that
shit. I was
Right.
dude,
like, we
go,
gonna
that
sit here
Bro,
and
dude.
pretend
listen,
like we
there's
don't
a
Wait,
know.
fucking rumor out there. There's a fucking rumor out there that he turned down Mean Machine. I
Yeah.
heard that rumor weeks ago. I
yeah.
heard that rumor weeks ago.
But
He
you've been
turned down
saying,
Mean
Jules,
Machine.
he don't want to fight a live body.
But yeah, that's what I'm
That's not
saying. Like
why
we
you
gonna
think
sit
I
here and
say he a
pretend like
hype
we don't know what
job.
that
I
nigga
said,
on.
look,
He only shines when the opponent
Virgil, you
is
could
right
say
next
that
to him.
Virgil is not as dynamic as him, but one thing I know is Virgil resume is better. Yeah, it's better.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it
He
is.
fought
Yeah,
Mean Machine. He fought Maurice Hooker. You know
yeah.
what I'm
So
saying?
Boots,
Like,
we could have Boots versus Virgil easily, right?
I mean, I don't think we would have got that easily. I'm just saying that in the American market, they crown guys too easy for not doing shit. Look, if Boots
Real.
That
was
nigga
out here
high
beating,
heels.
Oh,
if
we been
Boots
on
was
that.
out here beating people, I'd be the first to give him credit. But y'all bugging out because he beat Lipinets. You bugging out because he
Who?
beat Dulorme. Real
Who?
Dulorme. Come on, B.
No, he
People
could have
that
fought this time last year. He could have been on BLK Prime getting the Crawford smoke.
No, and that's the other shit that the go-to in boxing now is to make all these like these excuses are stupid. I shouldn't have to argue with you
Excuse after
about a
excuse.
network free agent. Bro,
can,
it's simple. You want Crawford, right? You want Crawford. There he is. Go get him. There he
can
is.
I
Go get
say?
him.
Can I say
but
something,
he's loyal
IQ?
to Showtime. Shut
Go ahead,
up.
bro.
I just want to say something, man. Fuck the IBF. Y'all stripped Crawford for this fucking Robert Guerrero fight bullshit. Y'all stripped Jai for some fucking bullshit. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? What
The
the fuck is
IBF
wrong
used
with
to
these
not be
sanctioning
that way,
bodies,
man.
bro?
They
They're
used to not
retarded.
be that way.
They were
I
really
I'd
fucking
rather
corrupt, bro. They started getting investigated, I think, in the 90s. So since they were really investigated, they chilled out. They were doing good, but now they're going back to their old fucking ways because the while has passed now, and people have forgotten about that. But they were
I'd
being
It's
rather
it's
see
investigated
it's
by the
I'd rather
FBI.
it's
Boxing is not at the forefront of the sport anymore, so they can be corrupt again because boxing
FT.
Mm-hmm.
is not at the forefront of the sporting world for anybody to really investigate them or any. You know, boxing is the wild, wild west of business models. You could do all kind of crazy shit in this sport and get away with it. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
I'd
That's
rather
Go
right.
see
smoke a
Boots fight.
cigarette. I'll be right back.
I'd rather
Bro.
see Boots fight Thurman than Robert Guerrero. At least, I mean,
Yeah.
I'd rather see
geez.
that.
They
I
have
like that. It's a
Barrios.
I
hollow
will
win right
pay
there,
for that
bro.
shit.
Just give him fucking Barrios. Barrios is there. Like, what the fuck is
Yeah, there's better
up
bodies
with
out
this
there
shit?
They
than
really
fucking
they
Robert.
really have no shame if they make that fight.
watch
I mean, what is
Barrios
Robert Guerrero going to come to the ring
Barrios is gonna
with a
Barrios
walker?
I'm saying like this
Barrios
is
is
a
gonna be
fucking
Javon
joke.
Ennis. I said it here
Bro,
first.
Boots is just
Bar
fighting in a
Nah.
weak division now, bro. And he's just picking the lowest hanging fruits in that
Barrios
weak
is a
division.
glorified fucking journeyman. Like, that's what he
Yeah,
is.
he's gonna be
Barrios
doing
built
that.
his fucking fame off of a loss, bro.
I mean, shit. Robert Guerrero's going to be coming out in his ring entrance with a walker and shit at some point. I mean, jeez.
Fuck.
Did Robert Guerrero even look good against his last opponent?
You're talking about Andre Berto?
Yeah, Andre Berto.
Who gives a
Man,
fuck? Andre Berto
man, they
has
should
he's
just they
like
should just make
50
him fight.
years old.
Why don't they just make Robert Guerrero versus Jamal Charlo so that I can hear this fucking dad again call him a woman beater?
Yeah. Y'all, are y'all picking Wilder
For
to
real.
win this fight? Cause I don't know, man.
I'm.
Wilder's
I'm.
gonna
you
win.
Yo,
know,
tell me,
This
tell
is a hard
me
fight to
after
choose.
after.
And
So,
his last opponent
tell
was
me
his
after that footage,
sparring
after
partner.
that audio footage, fellas, and getting her Jamal Charlo's done, right?
he's
I don't
done.
know,
Yeah,
maybe.
he's finito.
No, it's not
He's
done.
finito, bro.
Bro, listen,
He's finito.
boxing does
Amazon
not
Prime's not
condemn.
going to put him on there.
Boxing does not
No.
condemn the condemned. I'm sorry.
But
They these pieces of shit
They
find their way
just
back
fired
into.
Jonathan Majors, bro, and he was running from the bitch.
Yeah, but that's Hollywood, bro.
Running.
They got
Nigga was
TV, they got
running,
sponsorships, they
bro.
got nothing. Boxing, it's
Yo, just like
again, like Joe said, it's very like not that it's not being paid attention to, like it fall out of prominence. It's easier to get away with shit, but
No, I agree,
you
but like
gotta remember Sugar Ray
that's not a
Robinson beat
foot
up
you
on
want.
his.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's keep it
that
a buck.
was
Every great boxer has done some fucked up shit up. Like either you're cheating on your wife or you beating on your spouse. Like let's keep
oh
it a
well,
buck.
no. But keep it a but
No,
like I
let's
don't like I love Sugar Ray Robinson, the boxer. He's a piece of shit, fucking man to fucking women.
That's a fact. But let's look at it. You remember when Drew said, "Yo, Dimitri Bivol wasn't fighting for hadn't fought in the ring"? That was a lie. He beat up his wife. That's all the rounds he needed for this fight.
Another
The
piece of
fuck?
damn you,
shit.
Chris. Damn you, Chris.
Yeah, be like,
Yep.
but yo, bro, this is you have to understand a lot of these
Hey,
boxes
Jules, you got
are
another
are
super chat.
fucked up. They're
And then
pieces of
and
shit, bro.
that's where like I guess my moral compass. Like I'll never hit a bitch, but I keep a fat bitch on deck to beat up bitches for me.
Yeah, but the
I
other
love it.
shit is I'm gonna just say that
Smart.
that's a deep look. That's a deeper conversation that is not appropriate for boxing. You know, these guys that they like, that's just a deeper like look, Carlos Monzon, didn't he kill his broad?
Yeah.
So did Edwin Valero.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
Edwin
like
Bro,
Valero,
this
he
Arturo
threw his
Gotti's
bitch off
wife
a
killed
fucking
him,
balcony.
right?
you know what I'm saying?
That's what
Like
you're
it's
saying.
I would say
And
because I was gonna do
crimes of passion. You're right, Jewel.
no, I was gonna say I was gonna do a segment on it, but at the end of the day, you talking about men whose whose profession is fighting, so their temperament is gonna be off. I'm not excusing what he did in any capacity. I'm just saying that I've read this book a million times, bro. Like you see the way the dude carry on. That dude is in his what 31, 33, and he emotional as shit. So when I heard it, I was like, yeah, I'm not surprised, bro. I'm not even
mhm.
surprised. You ain't got no self control. Like it's not hard to see. You don't have no self. You or your brother,
Yo,
but y'all not alone. It's a lot of dudes like that. Yo, you ain't got no self control.
Yeah,
I
they're
don't know
yo,
why
turning
you
into
bro,
like that.
dickheads.
it's like this. Like yo, when he said like yo, I thought that bitch was gangster. Like yo, like she talk all that gangster shit, but she's really a pussy, bro. Like yo, bro, yo, you're talking about a woman, my nigga.
Bro,
You're
but
like
what
yo,
you
bro,
supposed to say to that?
like
You what you
like
that's
what the
somebody that got a
fuck?
bet. You sound like you 16, bro, and you not 16. You 33. You
You're a
not
grown
16.
ass
So
man raising kids.
off top, I'm thinking like, yo, something is wrong with your brain because you sound like a child. That's something that a kid would say, like a 12 year. I thought she was tough, so I hit the bit. I'm like, yo, that's not no shit no man would say. That's something a
That's
kid
not
would
no.
say.
That's
Yeah,
real.
yeah.
That's real talk. No man saying some shit like that. Cause yo, bro, you're a fighter who's knocked people up violently for the whole world to see. You punch a bitch in the eye, bro. Like, hey, if you punch a bitch in the shoulder too hard, she's gonna call the fucking cops on you. Let
Yeah.
alone, yo, bro, let alone you, yo, he snitched on himself. He said, yo, I closed her whole eye, black and blue, purple bruises.
That's
The
what I'm
bitch is
saying. How you
compromised now.
bragging?
What the
That's some.
fuck
That's
is
like
wrong with
something
you?
that a
Like,
12.
yo,
Like I said, that's something that a 12. That's not somebody like your brain. Like
Jules,
I could tell, bro. You delayed or something. It's very simple. You're delayed or something. You 33, not 20. Not that it's okay at 23, but you're 33. talking like
No, he's
that?
32. He's
Man,
32.
you know
Whatever.
what?
He's in the
Look,
thirties, bro.
yeah,
Years ago,
whatever. You too
I
old for that.
one of my ex
Well,
girlfriends
not
hit
even
me
that,
one time
Jules.
on
Like
the
you've been
shoulder.
saying, as long as I've been following you, Jules, you've been saying them Charlo dudes was fucking weird and not right in the head.
Yeah,
You know what?
like it's
Y'all
just
talking
it's,
about
it's
Tank or Charlo?
but I'm gonna say this. Look, I'm gonna say this. That has everything to do with who raises you, and I'll leave it there because that's not a boxing conversation. Like as
Hmm.
much as
Yeah.
That's a
even though it
parenting
involves
confidence.
even though it involves a boxer, yeah, that shit is that's not a boxing conversation because that's
Hmm.
whoever the way you turned out is your mother or your father
Yeah.
or your nana fault because you a
That's some
piece of shit.
that's some
You just a
therapeutic
piece.
shit. Some Dr.
Yeah,
Phil
like
shit.
yeah,
And the only
that's
reason
not.
I'm
Wait, bro. Like to put it another way, this is not a boxing conversation. It's not. I got shit I could say, but it's not a boxing conversation. Like you a piece of shit that was raised by another piece of shit. It's a
Yeah.
much deeper conversation than
Hmm.
anything involving boxing.
It's a
Right.
chain.
and yeah, and the only reason
Look,
I brought it up is that for boxing was are they going to put someone like that on Amazon Prime with the new deal and the publicity?
I'm
bro,
pretty sure.
like a lot of those careers that are over there, the career of Jamal, the career of Jamel, those like honestly, like bro, nobody care about y'all. B. It's people online that pretend to care about you. Reality, nobody care about you, bro. You could retire today. Life will go on. Nobody care about neither of y'all. Y'all go away. Don't box again. See if I care. I'm gonna watch my man Junto beat Santiago. I'm gonna watch Kosei. It's other shit going on. That's why I didn't.
Yeah, this
I was gonna do a
Man, I
segment
was
on it. I was
Hmm.
gonna do a segment on it, but I'm like, for what, bro? Nobody cares about these dudes.
I
Nobody
was
care
Yeah.
really
about it, man.
disappointed in
yeah, let
Jamel,
me tell
bro.
you
And
something,
at
bro.
first I was
I
thinking
don't
to myself, okay, bro, look, it is hard when a fucking bitch is in your face and she wants to start shit. But then I was like, well, why don't you get your girl to beat her ass? She did it for you already.
Bro, the
And then I
other
found
shit
out that
is,
it was his
bro,
girl.
bro, the shit
That's what I
is,
was
the
like, what
shit
the
is,
fuck, man?
you let the you look as I ain't no simp or nothing like that. It's a bitch, bro. Unless she got a knife or a gun or something. Look, let the bitch hit you. Let the bitch say whatever. Leave, bro. Like it's not. It's like
Hmm.
none of this is complicated. A lot of these
Not at all.
situations is
He's
a lot of
taking
these
punches from
situations are honestly self-imposed anyway. Like, bro, you get
Well,
hit by bro.
he's
Let me
taking
finish. Let me get finish the sentence. You get hit by men on a regular basis for 36 minutes at a time. You can't take a couple of shots from a bitch. Is that what we saying? You
and this girl is
literally
little, right?
a boxing match is 36 minutes. 12 rounds, that's 36 minutes. You get hit by men for 36 minutes. You can't take
full
a couple of
fucking
shots
And
course
from a
too.
little ass
bro,
woman.
I had a girl one time. She got mad at me, hit me in the shoulder, and she fractured her hand when she hit my shoulder.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
I know
but I
that
mean,
like
imagine what a punch from
bitches
us
piss
would
you
do to them. You know?
bitches piss you off. Like I get that, like, yeah, that happens. Like, and sometimes they go out of their way to piss you off. But first and foremost, which is why I said this is not a boxing conversation. What kind of bitches are you fucking with? This goes into
Exactly.
this goes into another conversation that is not boxing. Like, well, you fuck with these bird ass bitches and these garbage ass gutter snipe ass bitches that live for drum. It's like a cycle that you choose to be in because, well, I'm not gonna put it on her per se, but I know a lot of guys that have been in that situation. And yo, it's who you fucking with though. You fucking with a garbage
Hmm.
ass bitch. Maybe you a garbage ass dude. It's a lot of garbage ass people in the world, and they
Laws of
garbage
attraction.
for real. Garbage gonna mingle with other garbage.
Yep.
And then you married her. She's your wife and has kids. So I get the domestic issues not about a boxing, but it's just fucking. It's
Look
This
at the
man was
Cardi.
raised in a
Wait,
toxic
look at
environment.
the Cardi B shit for example. You sitting there live, crying and screaming, and only the garbage care about that shit. Cause I'm like, silly bitch, what kind of person did you think you were fucking with? Is what I would like to know. What kind of person you think Offset? What you expect? Honor? Loyalty? Are you fucking serious, B? Are you fucking like oh, cause you thought he was down? Like really? Like motherfuckers choose. This is just a much deeper conversation. Cause
For
it's like
real.
yo, motherfuckers repeat the same mistakes. It's kind of like guys I know that yo, you never gonna leave New York. Never. you will have lived and
Mm,
died there because you didn't want better. Bitch, you didn't want better. My God,
mm-hmm.
you don't want better. You want to be in the trash. You want this. That's why I don't even look at it as a problem. You know who you fucking with. You know what their propensity is. Like, you know, underneath it all, you know. You attracted to that shit. So play with fire,
For
get
real.
burned, bitch.
Hey,
I
Jules.
mean, why don't you just live up to fucking rap songs and just get down with another man?
For real. Go fuck somebody else. What you crying online for?
You hit the
Go fuck
mark with
some.
that one, Jules, because this is what bitches want, and they expect that
Hey,
another guy like that will be different. Some
It's like
bullshit like
this
that.
shit that I heard this dude say on a podcast that had me laughing for 30 minutes. He's like, bitches be wanting a unicorn, a unicorn dude. Like that he a gangster, but he write poetry, but he could sing, but
Yeah,
he still romantic. Like, yo, what fucking
like
planet
nigga,
are you on, you silly bitch?
they
hey,
want
hey, Jules.
I will show you the
First,
what
world.
is not
first, first class says that ESPN's reporting Jermel just got arrested.
Yeah, well, that's
right
what we
now.
No,
talking
we knew
about,
that's
bro.
we knew that already.
No, I didn't know he got arrested. I heard he hit him. I didn't know he had gotten arrested yet.
Jermel or Jamal
Shout
hit a
out to
woman.
King Lopez. What will shock the
Jermel.
casuals is that Canelo is more skilled than David, but that he's actually the stronger and harder hitting fighter. I agree with that also. I agree with that because that's what Bivol said. Bivol sparred David and he fought Canelo, and he said Canelo is
Canelo
stronger.
hits
The
harder.
video was out like, I'm not making it up. He said that shit. If you don't want to believe him, hey, don't. I'm just saying that's what he said, and that aligns with what I already thought.
Bro,
So
he showed his shoulder
hold on,
after the
super
post
chat,
match
super chat.
too.
Hold on.
Shout out to Bobby Light, Jermel, Bivol, Shakur Floyd, all got issues. Yeah, like most I can say is, look, man, on some real shit, because this is a separate conversation that kind of segues away from boxing. A lot of broads don't like good dudes. That's why I tell any young dude, yo, shit on these bitches. I'm sorry. They don't like good dudes. Good dudes get played. I'm sorry, but that's how it is. They like that toxic shit. They like excitement, not routines. They like excitement. What's more exciting than a motherfucker that might kill you? It's what they like, bro. I didn't make it this way. That's how it
Yeah, you're
Now I
funny.
is.
want to know a
You're
question,
funny, nigga,
Jules.
for that.
Is
What's
that
more
are we
exciting than the
gonna
killer was trying to
are
kill
we
you?
going to fucking are we gonna jerk off over footage of a big Mexican sparring B Vol and fucking use that to be like, oh yeah, he dominated him like we did with Alexis and Zerto? Is that what
I
we're gonna
don't,
do?
bro. The main shit that my new shit going into 2024 is I don't listen to a lot of dumb shit. Like I just like I don't care. Like that shit does not affect my thought process in any capacity. Y'all motherfuckers thought y'all struck gold because of some fucking footage from 2013. Like whatever, whatever, bro. Then pick Benavidez, bro. Just stop telling me. All I'm asking you to do is tell DraftKings. Stop telling me. It's not
Yeah.
going to change my mind. What I'm noticing more and more is you want me to change my mind because you won't believe it unless I believe it. That's why you keep coming to me with this shit. Oh, I want to make a spin. I don't care who you have winning any fight anywhere in the universe, bro. Tell DraftKings or Betway. Stop telling me. It's not going to change my mind. Devin beats Javante, Canelo beats Benavidez, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But we won't know until we find out. Ain't gonna change my
Mhm.
mind.
Yeah, yeah, Julius. Look, I was arguing with the guy on Twitter about some shit about Tank beating Devin Haney. I don't remember the argument, but it was implying that I have a problem with Tank because he's a PVC fighter. I tell him no. I have a problem with Tank because he doesn't fight the fights I wanted to fight. But at this point, look, if you are a promising young fighter and you are receiving offers for these promotional companies, you receive an offer for PVC, and you go there and just okay, PVC, are you offering me? I am in the middleweight division. Let's see. Uh, what do you have, Jermel Charlo? Jermel, you have 12 dates in your Amazon Prime deal. I don't know if I want to be there. I understand if you're a lightweight or a super lightweight, maybe maybe you can get a Gervonta Davis because that's a money fight. But
Yeah.
besides that, what fight you can promise these young fighters to
Leo,
to
condense it.
incentivize
What
them?
they condense it. What they have are a lot of fighters that don't want to fight. Make it simple. You have a lot of fighters because keeping a fighter hungry and keeping a fighter sharp, that's a job. And that's like something that people are not gonna understand. If you give him too much, you'll ruin him. He'll become spoiled. He'll expect that every moment moving forward, and that's not the way the business works. That entire crop of fighters is ruined. All of them. All the guys you brought out, yeah, they're all ruined. Every single one of them that you funneled over from Golden Boy, all of them, they're spoiled because when you had the Waddle and Reed money, you overpaid them for fights that weren't even worth that. And all you did was blow through all that cash, which is a story we've recapped a million times. The long and the short of it is that entire stable, Gervonta Davis included, is a stable of fighters that don't want to do their job. They don't really want to fight. No, they don't. That's why I understand why promoters were the way that they were. That yeah, they'll kind of like throw you peanuts. Yeah, because if I throw you a full steak, you're not gonna want to work for for another one. So I got it's a balance to keep the fighter hungry and willing to fight and willing to work. It's a balance. But what you notice is that formula works better than this one because the fighters of that era did become bigger stars than the fighters in this era. So your formula, it doesn't work. The fighters that you have under contract, the biggest names, right? Like Crawford, well, you didn't groom him. Canelo, you didn't groom him, right? These are hungry fighters that have something that your guys don't have. Canelo is disciplined. He's not perfect, but he's disciplined. Your fighters are not that. Your fighters get fat as fuck in between fights. So I know they're not disciplined, right? He is disciplined. Even though he makes a lot of money per fight, he still wants to fight more than once a year. Your guys don't. Your guys are happy to sit on the couch and wait for the phone to ring. They happy to do that shit. Maybe it's those stipends you give them. I don't know. But they're happy to sit around doing absolutely nothing for most of the year. Not him. He makes more money than everybody else in the sport, but he still wants to box more than once a year. So something you did to the psychology of these fighters made them the way that they are. And what I see is they don't want to fight. Thurman doesn't want to fight, bro. You kidding me? Danny doesn't want to fight. If you wanted to fight, you wouldn't still be sitting around waiting for Lara. You could have went to Eddie. Yo, Eddie, what's good? Can you give me some fight dates? Because I'm trying to get out here. I'm trying to do my thing out here. You're not trying to fight. Y'all want to be real estate moguls, rappers, whatever else. Y'all want to be
Hmm.
anything other
Man.
than
Yeah,
what your
And if
job
you if you
is.
if you know
the
about
other
Eddie,
thing,
bro, Eddie's always down to work with everybody. If you hear that interview when he said that Gervonta rejected the 20 million, he still said, "Hopefully, we work with him in the future." Fucking Booger Ray Leonard is over here telling you that he's never gonna fucking pay them and Haney anything, and the fight is not gonna happen.
Hmm.
yep,
Basically,
the other thing is exactly how
Yeah.
you said, Julius, because it's not even about the money anymore.
nope.
Because there is money for everyone if you're willing to jump the
Everybody.
ship. And it was a really big clue that fucking PDC got kicked off from Showtime. So if there is a time to jump the ship and go to other places, this was the time. And there's guys like Boots Ennis that are rejecting offers from Conor Ben to fight Robert Guerrero.
Yeah,
Look at
that's
That's
this.
not
If
made this
if
shit.
you look at Danny Garcia, you could take Danny Garcia and put him in some good situations because if he gets out there with the right person opposite the ring, well, it could be an interesting situation. But he doesn't want that. He wants to make mixtapes and I don't know, renovate apartments or whatever. He doesn't want to fight. Thurman, bro, you can see he doesn't want to fight. In the last 6 years, he's probably fought what 2 times, I think. 2, 3 times in the last
Twice.
that
Yeah.
that dude doesn't wanna fight, and that's
no.
what you got over there. You got another dude in Charlo, okay, 2.5 years, in the last 2.5 years, you fought once, and it wasn't against nobody good. I don't think we gonna see Mel no time soon. You got other problems, but even if that shit wasn't going on, I said, "Yo, this dude is not gonna come back for a year. You gonna make
You
all that
think?
money with the Canelo fight, and then you gonna go spend it, bro, and then when it starts to run out, you'll come back."
Like a
Right? It's very
crackhead.
simple.
like
very
a track,
simple.
like Adrian Broner, his career is just over with.
Bro, they offered that dude, for example, the best parallel for two fighters who were in a similar place in their careers is Chong Sepada and Adrian Broner. They made
Mm,
two offers to Adrian Broner to box Conor Ben. He didn't want to do it. But you boxing nobodies on Don King shows. Now I know you not making 2, 3 mil on Don King shows. So what is it really? You don't want to work. You don't want to fight somebody that could fight back. You just want a little bit of safe money, right? Whereas Chong, yeah, Chong has his
yeah.
limitations, but he wanted to fight people that was like he want to fight. That's why he fought Vargas.
Mhm.
That's why he fought Prograis. That's why he fought that dude in Mexico because he still want to fight. So what you got over there is a lot of guys that look, y'all don't want to be boxers. As funny as that sounds, it's a lot of boxers over there that don't want to box. Y'all want to do anything but box. You want to do fight hype interviews. You want to cut records, mixtapes.
Mhm.
You
They're
want to buy
just
apartments.
they're
You know what I'm
just in it
saying?
for the money
Failed
and to get
rappers,
famous.
failed
That's
artists,
it. Like that's what they
failed
think about
artists. Yep.
boxing. Money and fame. That's it. They don't think
Well,
about the fighting. They don't think about the boxing. They don't think about nothing else.
No, they don't have the heart for it. They don't.
whatever makes a fighter. A lot of those guys lost it along because look. I respect that their job is not easy. It's very difficult, right? But what hangs in the balance is always your desire because you gotta want to do that shit. You gotta want to run those miles. You gotta want to do those drills. You gotta want to hit that bag. You gotta want to be
Mhm.
in the gym. These are things you gotta want. Nobody can make you want them. They could get you the best trainers in the world, the best strength and conditioning
Mhm.
coaches. They could get you everything. If you don't want to be there, none of it matters. And them
Yep.
guys, I've been said, them dudes don't want to fight, man. There's
No.
mad fights you can make for them.
And there's more money in the sport now. You got the Saudis, and then like there really is more money in boxing now than there ever has been. And these fucking guys are content just making the minimum.
Yo,
Get
where
someone
the
to work
fuck
for.
are
Yeah.
you, bro?
Shout
I
out,
can't
wait, shout
even
out
hear
to
you.
Bobby Light. Julian,
You under
who
the
wins
bed.
Shane Mosley Jr. versus Shakur at 130? Shane Mosley Jr.
Junior, that motherfucker is super
He's at
middleweight. Stop that shit.
168, bro.
Shit.
That dude is at 168.
Like if he was
Shout
getting
out to Will. I worked for a union for 6.5 years. PBC fighters remind me of those union guys, lazy, entitled, overpaid, overly sensitive. The people who do the least get the most praise, and the list goes on. Yeah, that like the Waddle and Reed money, which is the theory that I stand by, they got paid above market value for a long time. And when the money dried up, they still had those expectations. And when they see that they can't get that, oh, well, I ain't gonna fight for less than that because I was making this. So I ain't gonna fight for less than that. And that's where it's at. You spoiled the whole crop, frittering money away on fights that wasn't even big. Like, bro, Leo should not have
Yeah.
gotten $1 million for no fight for the Javante. Like, bro, who the fuck were you fighting? Miguel Flores? The fuck?
The
If you
Punk
great
ass
Blonde
if you were
nigga.
gonna
Mares. He fought
if you
Mares.
were gonna give him, if you were gonna give him $1 million, all right, cool. Give him $1 million to fight Guillermo Rigondeaux when Guillermo Rigondeaux had a pulse and he wasn't running against everybody. Let's keep it a
Exactly.
buck. Yeah, give
Exactly.
him a
Like
million dollars for that. Yeah.
he was given when you think about what happened with Guillermo, it's not hard to understand. It's not normal. Let me say this. It's not actually normal for a super bantamweight to get a seven-figure purse. That's not normal. Believe it. Like you can see what the average super bantamweight or featherweight gets. That's not normal for you to get a mill. Leo was getting M's for fighting absolutely no one. So of course you're not gonna want to fight nobody with a pulse. I get M's to fight nobodies. So and that's what you did with that whole stable. So I'm just waiting for the. I'm not even waiting because I don't care. The other point that I made the other day is we talked about the PBC for years based on the fights that they blocked, and there were a lot of fights like that, like Charlo versus Andrade and Spence versus Crawford, and so on and so forth. That era's dead, bro. Spence already got beat by Crawford. Fulton, he manned up and credit to him, right? He fought, he knew he. The fights that we wanted, yeah, they've either come and gone, and there's really only one more left, which is Joshua versus Wilder. But y'all not even in that picture no more. So there's nothing y'all have that I want. It's nothing y'all have that I want to see outside of Canelo versus Benavidez. That's the only fight y'all really have that I would like that I'm like, yeah, I would definitely watch that. Other than that, y'all don't have shit. It's other shit. The world of boxing, like yo, that whole Japanese card early next year, that's better than most of y'all shit. And it ain't pay per view. People gonna get knocked out. People going to the hospital, and it's better than most of y'all shit. It's not 2018 anymore. You don't have a lock on the welterweight division. You don't. That all of that is dead. Heavyweight, y'all practically out of heavyweight. Andy is quasi retired. Wilder went with the Saudis, and so did Frankie. Y'all don't even have nothing at and forget cruiserweight. Think about it. You have nothing at heavyweight, nothing at cruiserweight, nothing at light heavyweight. You do got something at super middle. Nobody cares about middle. And junior middle, welterweight, forget it. What you had at welterweight is over for that. Now you do got Rolly at super light, but who the fuck cares about Rolly? Who cares? It's like
Rolly's there.
if you comb through these divisions, you'll see that like yo, y'all really don't have a lot on some real shit. Y'all don't really have a lot. So I ain't waiting for y'all to do nothing no more. The time for y'all to be able to do things is kind of over almost.
It's over. It's over with.
And I mean,
Yep.
for real, you're right, bro. The only thing they have is Canelo Benavides. Like, if I really think about it, they have nothing else because they're
Like
not doing
True,
anything with
true.
Morel. They're not doing anything with Boots.
exactamente, que ponlo tú. Ellos tienen una pelea buena, Morel y Benavides. Pero yo no me voy a morir. Yo no me voy a morir if y'all don't make it because there's other good fights that are just like that one that are happening on other sides of the street in different divisions. It's not like that's the greatest fight of our lives that I'm gonna sit here where like, bro, either y'all gonna make it or y'all not. It's very simple.
We just saw Sonny Bam, which was a fucking good ass fight.
It's a good
They made
ass
that shit young,
Hmm.
champions, undefeated.
undefeated
Learn
in
some
their
shit.
prime for the titles. Now Bam is chasing another
Yeah.
big fight. Sonny gonna do and you see what I mean? They're like, if Morel and Benavidez don't fight, life goes on, bro. There's other great fights that
Life
are gonna get
goes
made.
on.
Life goes
Top rank is
on.
doing good.
Mm.
You know what I'm
Just
Jesse.
like
saying?
on some Tupac there.
Shout out to Devon Valley. After David and Canelo fight, we're gonna see a large spike of David Morrell fan. Yeah, the same with Boots. The
Hmm.
people, it's like you can't make it up. The people that was hyping up Spence, like D1, who Real Talk mentioned. D1 went from hyping up Spence, now he's hyping up Boots like clockwork. You could set your watch by it, bro. It's like y'all do, yeah, like and y'all want to like y'all want to argue with us. I don't want to argue with you. I don't care who you pick to win because before you're the guys that was telling me Spence is gonna do A, B, C, and D to Crawford. None of that shit you said happened, bro. So you think I'm gonna listen to you
Not
now?
one.
Hey,
Not one. Not one. We got photos. We
I'm
got photo proof to show that Terence Crawford stopped all that shit. Jabs, left
yo,
hands, right
we
hooks,
got it all.
blood
I'm just, you
splatter.
know what, fellas? I'm glad Jules be the voice of reason at times. Because after seeing what Ryan Garcia's dad just said that Bill Haney's approach to negotiations is wrong, I'm like, yeah, I'm not. Fuck off. There's no fight. Y'all can go
I'm
fucking
telling you, like
pitter
all that
chatter
shit.
somewhere else, yo.
I'll tell. Let me say this, Drew, because I haven't had the chance to do a segment on it. This is a smart play, but it's a play. It's not for a fight. What this is to galvanize the boxing community against Javante Davis. That's what this is. They're not going to fight. I don't believe y'all are going to fight
No.
next or after next. But what I do believe you guys are doing is turning people against them. Because you know, if people see, yo, how Ryan and Devin is about to get it on, or they talking, everything is good. And Javante, you ain't even try to get Devin in the ring. You didn't even
You know what's
try,
funny?
bro.
He about to fight
You, you,
Ryo.
you know what's funny? Tank saw Ryan trying to dick ride him and he called him off. Now Ryan is going to Devin trying to fucking do a fake fight. Ryan's a broad, bro.
Right? Yeah,
Ryan's a
that's an
fucking broad.
I'll say that he got girl tendencies, but in terms of marketing, it's this is why it's a smart play. The podcasters are starting to talk about it. The people in boxing are starting to talk about it. They're like, "Yo, fam, like Javante, are you ever gonna fight any of these people?" Because that's what comes out of this. That even if they don't fight, which they're not, I don't think Devin and Garcia is next. But at
No.
least people that make people look at Javante sideways, like your dog, like
No,
Said you'll
no.
never
I
fought
But
think it's
Loma.
starting to
but it
happen
is
because
the
I
play
mean,
though, because Brian and Devin had looked good in their next fights. That builds it like, okay, let's show down
Yeah,
next summer. But
and
Yo,
and
Jules, we
hey,
can
and
yo,
what I
Jules,
deduce.
you
think,
think
hold on, hold
Oh,
on,
Devin?
go ahead.
and what I think they should do is like, yo, Devin, stop calling him out, bro, because you making yourself seem like the B side to him. But if you like, yo, dog, if he wanted to fight me, he would have made an offer by now. He says he's the A side. All right, if you the A side, make an offer,
make the
bro.
altar.
You
But he's
Yeah,
still
not,
ain't do
and
shit.
other
And like
okay.
podcasts
Devin
are
said,
noticing
we
that
free
fight.
agents, bro. Make the offer. But
Make
what
the
we
offer.
can, fellas, what we can deduce. I love using that word because we use that word here. We can deduce that Amazon deal ain't giving Tank no shit. He ain't getting no 10, 15 million guaranteed up front.
And you look, as much as they hate Rick Glacier, that's what Rick said. Shout out like as much as people hate Rick Glacier, that's what he said. He said, "Wait till I saw the tweet. Wait till the PBC fighters find out what the deal really is. There ain't gonna be no guaranteed money." That's what he said. If he's wrong, we'll find out. But what he said was, it ain't gonna be no guaranteed money. Y'all basically working off the net. Your money's gonna come from if people buy the pay per view. Ain't no guarantee. And we'll see how many fighters want to stay over there. Javante has a decision to make. I don't know what decision he's gonna make because I don't care about him personally. You never be
Yeah.
in fights that I want to see. Why would I care about you?
Fuck Gervonta.
And then I
Hey, yo,
know,
bro, I
And it's
think
that
Um,
Haney
homie.
Garcia
And
is
and
it's
you're
that
gonna,
real.
homie.
and you're gonna see, Jules, how many of them are jealous of Wilder. Like, wow, Al, you let Wilder go over there get that bag.
No, the other shit is Wilder over there jealous of AJ. Like, why you, yo, dog? Why you think this dude been bugging out the last 2 weeks? Because he know, guess who's headlining? You a
AJ.
leader, bro. You a leader. When that kid is, I don't care what y'all say about his body language. I don't care about y'all saying he pussy. This is not a schoolyard, fam. This is a business. And that's what y'all don't understand. As much as y'all try to talk that business shit, you don't know the ball from the bounce. You ain't nothing but a starter. You the act that comes in before the main act. You know what I mean? That's
AJ's
what you
taking his
are.
AJ's taking his pre-fight shit while Wilder's fighting.
I'm saying like like, and how many years have I said like, look, Wilder's the B side. You the B side, bro. That's the best you can be is the B side. But if you really believe in yourself and you really believe in your boxing, go over there and take him out. And the rest of your career and the rest of everything you want is on the other side of that fight. Y'all negotiate from a position of weakness. That's how y'all negotiate. Y'all don't negotiate like Evander did when he had to fight Mike. That's not how y'all negotiate. Y'all negotiate like y'all scared. Like there's nothing after this fight. That's how y'all negotiate. But you want to
Well,
convince the world that he's afraid of you. I don't believe you. Stupid people believe you. I
mm,
don't believe you.
yeah, Julius, I
I
wanted
don't
to
think I
talk
believe
about
him.
that. Uh, back into the Gervonta Davis talks. Look, I I understand most of us on the panel and in the chat, and we're in the queue about Gervonta Davis as in his boxing career. But I think people, especially casuals that enjoy Gervonta Davis and his fight, have the impression after 10 years of a professional career that Gervonta Davis somehow has been avoided for all these other fighters. Nothing can be further from the truth. But that's the impression that gives me that Gervonta Davis hasn't had all these fights because or they're asking too much money or simply they don't want to do anything with Gervonta Davis. But Bill Haney now is telling people, okay, we want to fight. Send us an offer. We are offering something. We're trying to make this fight. And nobody really on that is in the industry has been so vocal about because not even Bob Arum. Bob Arum has told you, okay, Lomachenko is going to beat Gervonta Davis, but hasn't been a real call out from a financial point of view to make that off to make that fight. Bill Haney is doing that. Is putting Gervonta Davis on the spot, and I think it's necessary because people still think that Gervonta Davis hasn't had these fights because they're being avoided for all these fights. I'm talking about Devin, about Shakur, about
Look,
Lomachenko,
let's
about
let's
all the
condense
champions.
it. Bill is not calling Javante out with the aspiration that the fight will happen. Bill is actually very smart. For as annoying as he can be at times, he's very smart. This is not about getting Javante in the ring. He knows he can't. What he wants people to see is this guy don't want to fight us, and we're gonna use that to promote my son. This guy don't want to fight
Yeah.
us. Like we know he's not. We know as much as we call him out, as many interviews as we do, that's not we know we're not gonna get him in the ring. What we're trying to do is turn his fans, what little bit of fans he has, however, whatever they are, we're trying to turn his fans into Devin's fans.
Yeah.
Because when this fight doesn't happen, it won't be Devin's fault. It'll be yours
Oh no,
because you're supposed to be the A
It's
side.
already starting, bro.
it's
Some of
starting
them
with
are
that.
converting.
It's even more calculated. Like Bill's an old pimp, so it's like, what can we do? We're not gonna get him in the ring. I could out talk anybody. I could out talk Ellerby, all them other clowns over there. So it's all about winning the PR battle now, and they're killing him on the PR battle.
Honestly, they are like I gotta give Bill a lot of credit for this, but at the same time, I have to give myself credit because I said 2 years ago,
Round of
and
applause for yourself.
I don't want this to sound any other way than what I mean. Right? You have two young, great black fighters. They're young. You got Shakur and you got Devin, and it was okay when Javante was the only one. But now you have two great young fighters that same demographic they like them too. So now that they have options and they could choose, like, yeah, maybe they're not gonna fuck with some Ukrainian guy. Maybe not. Maybe they're not gonna fuck with some Honduran kid whose head is a bag of cats. But now they have options. They got Devin, they got Shakur, and they looking at how you moving now, and they're not gonna prop you up anymore. Before, you was probably their only horse in a race. Now they got Devin to choose from, they got Shakur to choose from, and they gonna look at you funny. That's the demographic that you were relying on to buy your fights. That was who you were trying to appeal to. But now you're becoming unappealing to them. We know you ain't got the Mexican dollar. We know you don't have that. But now you about to lose the black dollar. You about to lose that too. Because they gonna be like, yo, what's good with Javante, fam? You never fought the white guy. Devin fought the white guy. You never fought that white guy. What's his name? Loma
You didn't fight
Noodles?
the guy with two. You didn't fight the guy with two fucked up eyes.
And
You know what I'm saying?
credit to Coach Malachi for really banging his drum on that highlight. Like, oh, you fighting the black fighters, bro, for the last year.
Honestly,
Oh yeah,
like
big time.
it's becoming more noticeable to I don't like to approach this subject. It's better that coach does it because I don't want it to sound like I'm doing a tribalism thing. But I'm saying that you might have had the black dollar before, but now you're losing it because it's another young black fighter out there who's a skilled fighter and he moving how people want him to move. Yo, you want me to fight Lomachenko? I'll fight him. You want me to move up and fight a champion? I'll do it.
I'll
You want me
fight.
to move up again? I'll do it.
You
Don't
want me to
worry
become
about it. I got you.
undisputed? He became undisputed, bro. People forget how important undisputed is, bro. That is very good.
That
A
with
hard
Yeah,
task
that's
Yeah,
to
Devin,
bro.
true.
The
complete.
Prestige,
BBC
fellas.
tried.
That's
That's
legacy.
prestige. That's
The
legacy.
BBC tried to make that shit look bad, bro. Like, yo, when you fought Barrios and fucking weight drained him, you know Josh Taylor was fucking 140-pound champ. And he also called you out on that too. You know what Ellaby said? Oh, everyone knows the real champ is fucking Tank for it. It's like, are you fucking
bro, that's
serious?
the
Have
other
you got
shit.
stooped that low?
That's the
And
other
then
shit. Hold on, wait. That's the other shit that you tried to say that, oh, these guys don't bring nothing to the table. That's Ellerby favorite shit. Oh, what these guys bring to the table. Bro, what the fuck does Barrios bring to the table? What did Isaac bring to the
Isaac
table?
Cruz,
What did fucking Rolly bring to the table?
Hector
Stop acting
Garcia.
like you so selective because you're afraid of what's gonna happen. And the people, I'm telling you, it's gonna happen in the next 12 months. A lot of people are gonna turn against you because people don't have.
I think it's happening. It's
This
happening
is
right
just
now.
this is just entertainment, bro. It's not that deep. It's just entertainment. As soon as you get boring to people, that's as soon as they'll turn on you. It's as soon
He'll
as they'll turn on you.
he'll be the
See,
face of the ass.
Devin is young and has his whole career ahead of him. Time is on his side. You coming up on 30, Javante.
He's
He took care of
Time
you.
is
29.
not on your side, bro.
He just turned
Time is
you
29,
know
not.
what's
bro. That's
funny, Jules?
30, pretty much.
They wasn't expecting Eddie Hurd to vouch for fucking Bill Haney. Like, yeah, we got 20 mil for him. Saudi got yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got to ask
Shout
you
out to
guys this
Bobby Light.
question.
I meant Shane Mosley Sr. Who, Shakur? I don't do matchups like that, bro. Shakur career is still in motion. I don't. I wouldn't make that fantasy fight. I wouldn't make that.
Shakur run away from him. Let's keep it a buck. Fuck it.
You talking
Yo,
about
like
from
I was.
Shane? You talking about
But
from?
like I was
I ain't
saying,
gonna
yo,
say that. I ain't gonna do him like that.
Yes, he
I'll look,
would.
look. I'll
If he
say
can run away
this.
from
Look,
fucking,
look, look.
come on.
I'll
If he
say
can,
this. I would favor Shane to win. I feel he was a more complete guy at that time, where Shakur is a young bull, like he young. So yeah, I'll favor Shane, but
Mhm.
I just don't think that's fair, bro. I don't look at that as like what we doing? Why we comparing a young guy who's still very young to a guy
Holy
as
shit!
Very young.
and let's
You
keep
gotta
it a
like
compare
buck.
them
24,
at.
25?
And let's keep it
They
a
gotta.
he's
You
buck.
gotta
26.
compare them at
He's
what point they were at their
That was
careers,
a
at what
hold up.
age.
That was a juice to the motherfucking gills, Sugar Shane, and I love him. You
I
can't do
love
Yeah.
that to
that
Shakur.
evil
Shout out to
motherfucker.
Jonathan. Shout out to Jonathan Lambarena. Just reminding everybody, fuck the IBF, fuck Heyman. Here's some beer money. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. I got another one. I got another one. Shout out to Domo, Dev Shakur, T.O. Loma, Ryan, etc. Should never mention Tank again. Leave that motherfucker behind and make him need to seek out a big fight. Thank you, Domo, because that's the point that I'm making. I don't think that Shakur, even though y'all in the same division, it's not don't act like he exists. Put the ball in his court because that's what he's saying. Yo, you the A side, right? You the pay-per-view star, not me. So if you want to get it on, look, I'm here. Send me your offer. But other than that, I can't do nothing. And that's all you gotta say. You ain't gotta insult them. You ain't gotta hate on them. None of that. I'm like, fam, all you gotta tell him, yo, I would love to fight him, but it's up to him. He's the pay-per-view star, not me. I can't make him fight me. It's up to him.
Yeah,
So
yeah, Julius, I have to agree with you. I didn't want to believe that because I don't want to think bad about people, but it's true. This Some of these motherfuckers are dumb. It's like if you're the A side,
Say fucking Leo.
if you're the A side, you have to make the offer. And when people told that shit, Tank is the A side, it doesn't. But okay, send the offer. And maybe
Send off, bro.
they're not gonna get it the first time. But if it happens one, two, three times, people are gonna say, "Yeah, he's the
That's
A
why
side."
that's why I do these videos in a certain frequency and I repeat certain things. You're not making offers, but you're not taking offers. All right, then what we doing? And I'll repeat that over and over until it sticks. They're like, you don't understand. It's cool if you don't want to go to top rank. It's cool if you don't want to go to matchroom. You the A side, right? Bring them to you. But you not doing that. You didn't do that with nobody, fam. You could have did that with Devin. He was a free agent after the JoJo Diaz fight. For months, he was a free agent. After the Lopez fight, George, he didn't sign the top rank yet. You could have picked which one you want and fought him. You don't want to fight nobody. And it was cool to defend Javante against, what they like to call a great white hope, Loma. Yeah, that was cool at the time. It's over for that. Loma's career is almost over. This is not about that anymore. Now it's becoming obvious you don't want to fight anybody, bro.
And I gotta ask you
Nobody.
a question. And I gotta ask you guys a question, chat and Jules. When the fuck is the Ring IQ gonna? No, no, no. When is the Ring magazine gonna take Tank and Errol Spence out of the pound for pound list? That shit is disgusting. It's a
Yeah,
travesty, bro. Like we
Don't
still
hold your
see,
breath.
yeah, bro. But like we see, like, is it? Are they getting paid to have this motherfucker there? Because who is he beating that is so great that has
Bro,
him
the
on that
shit is that
list?
the shit is that's how it works, Chris. It's a panel of votes. Somebody on that editorial panel must just really like Javante because you can't
They
reconcile it.
must be getting paid. They must be
And and
getting
and,
paid.
and there
I
are
can't
people
reconcile that shit, bro.
and there are people that should be there that are not there. But that's why if you do that, which look, I don't got nothing against Dougie Fisher and all them people over there, right? I'm not saying this to hurt them or insult them. But I said this, I'm gonna say
Dougie needs to
2017.
start.
Bro, let me
Dougie needs
finish
to
the
straighten
bro,
that shit
bro,
out.
bro. You gotta calm down and let me finish the sentence. I said it in 27. No, I said it in 2016. No, 2017 when they put Spence on the list. If you do this, it hurts you in the long run because people are gonna look at your magazine and say, "Well, this is not credible. How do you put Spence on there for beating Kell Brook?" After he beat Kell Brook, they literally put him on a pound for pound. Literally, like how does beating Brook off a loss to Golovkin make you pound for pound? And they said it themselves in the article. We're not putting him in there because of his resume. We know that his resume is not that great, but it's because of what we think he will do. Oh, so you just basically putting him on there because you feel like it, basically. In the long
But you
run,
like it.
So, because
that
of feelings, they did it for feelings.
basically, basically,
Fuck out of here, bro.
there's
Yep.
people like if I say Kosei Tanaka, a 3 division champion, should have been there before Errol, these people gonna look at me like I'm crazy. But I'm like, yo, dog, does it look like Errol has 3 divisions worth of titles left in him? Does it look like it? Kosei did that already. He's been a champion at 3 weights. Now he's shooting for 4. And he's younger than Errol. You look at guys like that and shit on him, but tell me, do you think Errol's gonna be a champion again? Doesn't look like it. But he's
Yeah,
pound for pound.
and it's really bad
That,
because this is not Coach Malaki. This is not Winner Q. It's Brigham Magazine. You're supposed to be the Bible of
Exactly.
fucking boxing.
The Bible.
And where I give Doug a pass is it's a panel. And I've talked to some of them guys on the panel. Some of them just look at if you're the most popular, you should be pound for pound.
Yeah, and that's what's wrong with it. Look,
Exactly.
you know what, you know where I'm gonna go with it. But in a nutshell, look, the reason you, the reason that print is dying and your word doesn't hold as much weight as it used to is because you sold your soul already. You treating it like it's a popularity contest. The reason that people attack me about my list is because it's not a popularity contest. It's because they see faces on there and names they don't recognize. They don't know Kazuto fucking Ioka. They don't know Kenshiro Taraji. You're supposed to do that. Why? So that people ask questions. You're not providing information. You're just facilitating already existing fantasies that, yeah, even though Errol got destroyed, he's still pound for pound, even though he got destroyed. He deserves to be there more than Kenshiro Taraji.
Yeah.
Him and Kenshiro have the same number of losses. What's the difference? Kenshiro avenged his, and he's currently a unified and Ring Magazine champion. But let's prop up Spence.
Yeah, your list is a meritocracy, and it's all about pugilism on your list, nothing else.
Moreover, to keep the conversation going, you have to make people ask questions because that was literally the purpose of the list. It was for smaller fighters who are not as popular as the more popular heavyweights. So it's supposed to be populated by fighters that deserve to be there, yes, but moreover, keep the conversation going. A motherfucker see a Spence in there, oh, yeah, Spence is pound for pound. You just facilitating a lot of bullshit. No, that motherfucker don't deserve to be in there. He don't deserve to be in there more than Kazuto. Kazuto has been a champion at 4 weights. How many weights has Errol been a champion in? How many? 1. And do you think he's gonna be a champion again? You know the answer. We all do. But y'all, I think the American boxing scene is honestly a cancer to boxing. Honestly. 'Cause y'all sell y'all soul at the drop of a hat. Y'all sell
it's
y'all
just
soul.
toxic.
Crap on that.
It's
They
just
sell their
toxic, man.
ass, bro. They
It's
sell
really
their
it's
I
really
think,
ass, bro.
disgusting, yo. Like
yeah,
Shit is
Y'all
bad.
have fury. Y'all have
boxing,
fucking
boxing.
fury on that shit. Like, do I need to explain to you why a heavyweight, a
Heavyweight
career heavyweight, should
should not
not
be a
be on
pound for
there?
pound at
speaking of
all.
that fucking Gypsy Dust or Jules, it's Wednesday, AJ fight week. When we're gonna get a video from that fucker in the next
I
72 hours,
already
aren't we?
know. I
I think
already
so. I
know.
think so.
Like y'all
Yep.
really had a. It's like y'all people aren't interested in your list. They're not gonna argue about it. Why? Because you're trying to give them what they want just to stay afloat. When if you really wanted people to pay attention to your list, provide information they don't otherwise have access to. Then they have some use for you. But all you're doing is giving them what they want, conforming to what they want. Yeah, they want Errol to be there. Don't put him there. That way they get mad, and you can tell them why. But not. It is what it is, man. It is. Do what you want. Do what you want. Whatever works.
Right.
If that's working,
Yo,
right? Is that
I want,
working?
yo, bro, guys, can I read a pound for pound list from you from one of the reputable dudes at ESPN? Let me just say this, and I'm going to tell you the name last. Who said the pound for pound list? He has 1 Crawford, 2 Inoue, 3. No, 2 is Inoue, 3 is Usyk, 4 is Davis, 5 is Lomachenko, 6
Mm.
is Beterbiev, 7 is Alvarez, 8 is Fury, 9 is Haney, and guess who number 10 is? He's from
Bam.
Philly.
Boots.
Boots.
Yeah, Boots. You know who put him there?
Who?
You know who's a pound for pound list is that actually?
Who?
Teddy fucking Atlas, bro. Teddy Atlas.
I'm pretty sure it was him.
Now, now, Teddy. Like, you know where I'm gonna go with this, Chris. Teddy
I
was the
want you to
dude that.
violate.
Teddy was the dude that was ready to call Joe Joyce George Foreman just because he beat Parker. Just for that. I don't even take Teddy seriously anymore. Every UFC fighter that has anything semblant of a jab, oh, he's like Sugar Ray Leonard. Oh, he's like bro, you sold your soul a long time ago, bro. Like,
And let
I'm
me tell you,
sorry,
Joe.
like,
Let me tell you, Joe Tessitore's pound for pound list, which is a lot better than his. One, this is what Joe Tessitore has: Crawford, Inoue, Usyk, Beterbiev, Bivol, Stevenson, Alvarez, Haney, Lopez, Davis. Which one is better?
bro, look, it's simple.
That's
This
fucking
is
crazy, bro.
it hurts my ears to hear that shit because I literally ignore everybody's list. I ignore everybody's now. BoxRec, Ring Magazine, ESPN. I ignore everybody's. I just focus on my own. Why? Y'all don't think about what y'all saying. You're
You know,
guessing. You're shooting in the dark when rankings are not about shooting in the dark. Rankings are about evaluating what has already happened, and it's a meritocracy. Whereas you just want to be the first to say, "Oh, well, I knew Boots was pound for pound." Bro, you don't know what's gonna happen with that dude's career. You don't know. Just like y'all
uh,
didn't know what was gonna happen with Spence's career. For years, you overrated him. When Kazuto should have been there, Kosei should have been there. Y'all just now, really honestly, y'all just now in the last, I'll say, 3 years are starting to give Inui his plaudits. But he been nice. He been nice before
Very
y'all
nice.
started doing that. He been nice. So it's
mhm.
like I don't waste time. I don't waste time on their list because I'm like, wow, I don't go by that shit anyway.
Don't give him attention.
But I don't go by that shit anyway. They're not gonna use the list for what it's for. So in any event, gentlemen, on that note, I'm gonna call it a
Yo,
night and I will
yo,
see y'all again on
Jules,
Saturday.
I wanted to ask one thing.
Peace.
Jules, uh, about Wilder versus Joseph Parker. Do you think Wilder still has a shot
I
after a
mean,
2 year layoff and knocking out a sparring partner?
I'm picking Wilder to knock him out. Not because I
Is
like Wilder, but because
uh,
I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt because of the hype that surrounds you, so that if you don't stay in character, I get to laugh. You can't like, you know what I'm
mm,
saying? I'm not gonna pick against you just because I don't like you. I'm gonna pick you. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. So if you don't live up to my expectations, I get to call you a hype job because even I thought you were gonna do better. I got
so
Wilder winning.
Wilder by KO then or
Wilder by
TKO?
knockout. Now, I'll see y'all on the next one.
All right, peace.
Okay, nos vemos.